Yo guys, what is up? Welcome back to some more 0 Hour. Welcome back to another live stream. Today we are going to be casting a 2v2 grand final between AntiPro and let me just remind myself, AntiPro, Makaveli, Ganja, and DoMiNaToR. And today I can just kind of chill because yesterday's stream was kind of stressful. We played at 8 hours. We got through to the grand final, and yeah, the rest was epic. So I've been to the shops today, got myself a nice pint of wine, so I can sit back and chill tonight, and let the others fight it out today. So yeah, this is a tournament I actually didn't enter. Let's make it full screen. That we're going to be casting today. It's called Master and Apprentice. It's edition number 3, so there has been 2 of these before. I forget who won the first one, but I believe Ganja, who is actually in the final here today, has already won edition number 2, I think. I think him and Seri won, but I would argue that the teams were a little bit imbalanced. I think him and Seri are both strong players. But the idea of this tournament, Master and Apprentice, is that you have one Master, who is the strong player, and you have one Apprentice who is considered a weaker player and learning. I think once again, though, you ended up with 2 strong players, which is Ganja and DoMiNaToR in a particular team. How do I make this view page source? Nope. View. Thought there was a way make that bigger, but maybe not. So yeah, if we're obviously casting the grand finals today. It's the best of 13. Prize number 1. The first place is $250. Second place $140. Third place $60. And yeah, best of 13. Ganja, DoMiNaToR against Makaveli and AntiPro. Now, a number of experts did take place, or did take part rather, in this tournament. You had Big Size and Artimillion, which got past round 1. Looks like by DQ there. But Hawkeye and Nemiran probably just didn't show up. But Size and Artimillion then lost to Xcal and Jimmy Bangfrog, so Xcal was in this tournament. But they actually lost later down the line to Ganja and DoMiNaToR in the semi-finals. So Ganja and DoMiNaToR, their route, they defeated AK Baloney and Fargo 5-1 in round number 1. Round 2, they defeated Marikar and Azo 6-2. My theory here is, like, you'll notice some big names here, like Fargo, although he's probably an exception, is no good at team games. But you got like Marikar and Azo, and you've seen Xcal get defeated by Ganja and DoMiNaToR here as well. My theory is that two solid players will always be a strong player and a weak player. You see in a prime example there, Ganja and DoMiNaToR. They're both solid players. DoMiNaToR, I mean, if you asked me a few weeks ago, I would have put DoMiNaToR down there in like tier number 4 or tier 3, something like that. But actually, after playing a few games with him on DEFCON over recent weeks on streams and stuff, mega pint. Oh, the stream is on about a mega pint. This is a mega pint of wine. Definition of Amber Heard. Amber Heard is just absolutely ridiculous, man. That idiot needs, well, that like real narcissistic, nasty person needs to be going to jail, needs to be giving that 50 million to Johnny Depp. I'm sure you've all been watching the little clips and stuff on YouTube. I keep getting recommended and watching them every single day. I swear I've probably watched the whole court trial in little bits. Anyway, a little bit off topic. My theory is that 2 solid players will always be a strong player and a weaker player, and you're seeing that there. Ganja and DoMiNaToR beat Xcal, although Xcal and Jimmy Bangfrog did do good, 6-4. But yeah, my theory is that 2 solid players are always going to be a stronger player and a weaker player. On the other side is Makaveli and AntiPro. Their route involved in round number 1. They beat Staz and Nike 5-1. Then they've also beat HSN Leb and Moliere 6-3. And they've also beat Vector and Moon Knight 6-4 in the semi-finals. So quite a few close-ish games. There's no been outright stomps apart from there at the beginning. Exile and Mojo Jojo got defeated by HSN and Moliere 5-0. But then, yeah, it leads you to this grand final. I am leaning here towards Ganja and Danarm quite strongly. Just that I think Ganja is probably stronger than Makaveli, and I think Danarm is probably stronger than AntiPro. However, I'm hoping still for some close matches, but I think I do favor Ganja and Danarm. Someone was saying that Cyrus D says the first one was won by Makaveli and SPL. There again, you're seeing two solid players. You're seeing two solid players winning it. I suppose it's better than just having Size, XCal, people like that just winning all the tournaments all the time. But it's still, in my view, the two solid players will always beat an expert and a weaker player. Yeah, it's going to be best of 13. First place will get 250 today, so 125 per player. Second place will get 140, so $70 per player. It's sponsored by AntiPro, AK Baloney, and Entropy. So shout out to those guys. The grand final is meant to be done by the 5th of June, so we're actually 5 days early, so nice. And I think that is it. Yeah, let me know your predictions in the chat. I will keep that open somewhere because we'll need the rules no doubt later. We'll probably want to get on Radmin, so let's open Discord. Ibas Toto in the chat wants me to take 28k points from him and give it to Mars. Don't feel like giving anything to Mars, but if that's really what you want, then we will do it. Right, we're going to join the Radmin. Let's go back on that screen. Right, we need to join a new Radmin. Join a server. Right, heading in there now. Yeah, you know what? I'm actually super chilled and super happy today because yesterday, not only was I streaming, and at some points we were over 500 viewers, and then reached the final after 8 hours. It was like I was tired. I didn't even really want to spend more than 6 hours doing a stream anyway. Not doing a stream. I don't mind streaming that long, but I didn't really. I wanted to actually do something yesterday where I spent the whole. It was like a sunny day, and I spent the whole 8 hours inside. At the end of it, obviously, it's worth it, knowing now that there is the result. But I forgot the point of my story. But yeah, I suppose in the end it was good. But it was the massive endurance thing, the stress, and all the pressure to win that final. It was good, and against Vivid, which is arguably the number 1 or at least number 2 player. It was a strong performance in the end. So today I can chill with my Mega Pint. AntiPro Makaveli versus either been practicing it some more overnight or didn't play any zero. Ganja. Yeah, so today is just chill mode, to be honest. I mean, maybe we'll let's see what happens. We might play some games later, but it's definitely a lot more chill. There's no massive $1,000 on the line anymore. So today I can just chill with my Mega Pint of wine. Cheers. It's an expensive one. Treated myself since I won all that cash. It's been barrel aged for 12 months. Don't know if that's good or not. I don't really know much about wine. Literally don't know anything about wine. Although I could probably tell a cheap one from an expensive one. It's probably all I could do. did go to a hotel once in, was it Jamaica? No, Dominican Republic. And there was like a wine lesson or tasting. Yeah, wine tasting course or something like that. We did test like 10 wines there, but I can't remember any of it. Full bodied is a word. Full bodied is a word I remember. Whatever that means, though, I am not sure. Let's take limit super weapons off. And let's also check the map. Yeah, we can just sit back today with our legs up and just absolutely chill. Master and Apprentice. Right, grand final is Air GLA on Fallen Empire, no bugs to start off with. Wild Ganja has arrived. FE, no bug. Wildly bad. Irvin says, Daddy, can you give me 5 points? I want to duel Mars to death. I'm not giving out 3 points, but we can. If Ibas Toto really wants to give 28k points, I can do that right now, baby. Who do you want to give it to? Mars? Wow. You have 33,000 points, so you really want to do that? Okay. You got 33,000. Take away 28. Leaves 5. My math's gone correct? Leaves 5. Oh, no, wait. No, wait, that's wrong. No, wait. How many did you have? You had 33 and you want to give 28. Yeah, it leaves 5. I'm already 2 wines in. Right. I want to give out to Mars. 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 5,168 for Mars. He has 71 hours on this stream, Mars. So even though he does come out with some ridiculous comments sometimes, he is a loyal viewer. So every comment counts. Art of Life in the chat says, I can tell a white wine from a red wine easily. Easy. Easier than Fargo. Exile says, Domi kept dominating overnight, and that after that FFA, that's some real endurance. Yeah, I had to practice that demo versus Tox a bit more against hard AI. Right, GLA Air Force on this map. I actually think if the GLA here does 2 airfields, sorry, what am I on about? If the GLA here does barracks first, 2 terrorists to each supply in case you get dozer rushed, then do 2 supplies, 2 arms dealers, spam a couple of techs initially at the Air Force to try and kill any raptors on the airfield, and then after you've made 2, 3, 4 techs, then switch straight into quads and spam them maybe straight at the GLA and hit the GLA. Combined with the Air Force's raptors, I think that will do good. I think that's probably the strongest build order, or one of the strongest build orders. Pierre Jabot, welcome. Last night's victory was dedicated to you, my friend. Down at the bottom left, we have Dan, or Danny. We've got some GLA music playing, and we shouldn't have. Sorry, some China music. Okay, down in the bottom left we have Danny, or Dan Arm, with the orange GLA Vanilla. Down in the bottom right we have Wild Ganja, alongside him his teammate, and he is the green USA Air Force. He is taking that supply. Oh, that's real bad communication. That's a really bad start already, because that dose is delayed now. Look how much faster that supply is. This is perfect from Ganja, and it is 2 arms. Look at this, man. I know these things. I just know these things. No more rum and coke. Actually, I stopped drinking it, you know, because it made my skin really itchy. I think I'm allergic to something inside of that Captain Morgan Spice rum. It took me like 2 years to figure it out what was itching my skin, but I think it is that. There's something, there must be some ingredient in this spiced rum. I don't know what spice they're putting in it. I think the normal one I'm alright with. Up in the top left, we've got AntiPro with the purple USA Air Force. And he's also got for 2 supplies, 2 airfields, but his airfield is drastically later. Got a dozer drop here from Ganja. He's going to pick it up and try and run over this worker. I think the dozer probably could have walked there just as fast, but if it means definitely denying it or risking it, maybe just do it. Yeah, he's done it. So the first unit is the technical, and it's straight over actually to the GLA. There is a terrorist in place, and the technical's actually been blocked. Makaveli has shut that down. He can get himself some scrap here. And I think Ganja has picked up his dozer, so he could go in here now and actually build a barracks there to block Makaveli. But Makaveli's coming in anyway, but all the workers are not being picked up by the technical. This is really poor here from Makaveli. He didn't pick the workers up. Some of them are injured. Could have saved them. Could have saved all of them from losing a bit of HP. AntiPro's now got his Raptors in the air, and I think a Chinook there from Ganja has gone down. So Ganja's only currently collecting on 3 Chinooks. But Ganja now coming in on the GLA, and he has 4 King Raptors and going straight on the airfields. Meanwhile, the quads here from Danny, or Dan Arm, are immediately in the base of AntiPro. And you're seeing that build order I mentioned just before the game started. Look at it. It's just far superior to anything else. Ganja's kept this guy busy and hit his single arms dealer, whereas this guy's just been able to spam loads and loads of quads. And already the airfields are being camped. Meanwhile, the Air Force will just be able to free reign and do what he wants. The game's already over. The game's already decided by the build order I mentioned. GG. Yeah, that's a lack of experience and a lack of strategy from the top team. Getting 2 arms dealers out and pumping out the quads is a lot more difficult to deal with, because the single tunnels and the RPGs don't really achieve much in that matchup. So the more quads you can get out, the more it does achieve. So yeah, very, very quick game. I did say I think they favour this team, Ganja and Dan Arm. I think they are overall stronger, but I'm hoping for at least kind of close set. Let's see what happens. 1-0 for Ganja Dan Arm. Yo, Pavlos. Welcome to you. How do you say your surname? Luzu? No, wait. Loizo? Loizu? Louizu? Don't know. Mara, I'll kick you from AKA. Okay, so I think the losers will get to pick the map. Coastline Wold. Yo, Hussein Toma. Cyrus D saying he only lost one worker. I guess you're talking about the dozer drop. There's a bit of delay on the stream. Yeah, he only lost one worker, but 2 of them were red health, meaning they move slow. So that definitely impacts your economy as well. Maybe like 10, 20%, something like that. Losing one worker and the other 2 red health. And also, if Ganja had played it properly and actually micro the dozer maybe a little bit better, the workers could have actually been run over. So you should still be playing as if the other player is going to play correctly or is going to play to his best ability. The right thing to do there was to pick him up to be safe. Exile says dual war factory can be hard countered though. Supplies are wide open. Nah, the build is you drop down to barracks first and you send your 2 terrorists. Then do 2 supplies and 2 arms dealers. It's slightly delayed, maybe like 1 or 2 seconds. But you get your terrorists in place. Oh, you mean not to... That's to protect against the dozer drop. You mean against the technical. Well, yeah, in that case, then maybe the wraps need to hit. If the other guy's making technicals, he can one-shot them with the wraps. Or even two-shot them with split fire. Have I sent Mars the wrong amount of points? I think I've sent Mars the wrong amount of points. Oh man, I'm making loads of mistakes today. Saying the wrong thing. 28. Okay, Mars has now got 28. Okay, up in the top left, we've got Wild Ganja with the green, GLA Vanilla. Down in the bottom left, supporting him, we've got Danny or Dan Arm with the orange China Nuke. Down in the bottom right, we've got Makaveli with the GLA Demolition in the yellow. And in the top right, we've got AntiPro, also with GLA Demolition, with the purple. I think it's winnable both ways, to be honest. I think it's fairly balanced. Don't like that supply necessarily from AntiPro. I think it's way too far. This one's okay. A little bit far, but it's kind of okay. But this one's very far. And there are terrorists there in case of a truck rush straight across map, because that would be one thing you could be thinking, to truck rush straight across map. Also could have been a truck rush there, and I'm pretty sure that would probably hit. Okay, he's building a demo trap, but if you saw that, if you had your truck here, you could just go around it. It would put pressure on the GLA, or at least harass him a little bit. Yeah, the left team are super solid. Dan Arm and Wild Ganja. That's a fun team to play against. Okay, first technical from Makaveli. Ganja's sending his RPGs to a position though, and has let that technical through without taking any damage whatsoever. RPG and a worker dropped off here for Makaveli. He's going to try and build in this position. It's quite a nice position actually. Battlemaster is on the way, and he's going to risk driving into some mines and pays the price. Red Guard there ready to capture some stuff. And this worker has either been taken down or gone inside of that building for now. AntiPro dealing with this technical here from Ganja. While Ganja trying to get into this area, but is not. The left team are on 2 oils already, and the right team are on no oils, so that's pretty bad. Again, team coordination by the right team, because they haven't gone for any crazy TNTs or crazy all-ins or any fast aggression or any super forward tunnel or anything like that. They've just not... Well, if you weren't going to go for that, you'd at least go for the oils. I mean, Makaveli secured one position, but he's attacking by himself here. Where is AntiPro? Lost a lot of RPGs there, and I think he will lose these quads unless he retreats. AntiPro coming in with a technical. Yeah, the right team need to get on some oils. You can't be 2 oils down for for this long. You're way behind now because of them 2 oils. Nuke's getting a prop already, and then there's going to be Overlords rocking up before you're anywhere near a Palace. Palace has been built now by Makaveli. But why hasn't Makaveli gone for this, though? He didn't go for any TNT or anything like that. He went for a tech RPG, which came free from the tunnels. And he tried to build a tunnel, but he didn't really... This wasn't a big attack or anything. Behind that, there's no reason why he couldn't have gone for an oil. If you see the higher level games, all the experts playing, they're always going for oils. Nice and early, unless they're doing some fast aggression. It's either fast aggression or you're taking your oils. Basically, as a general rule, that's what you want to be doing. But on the right side here, they have not done either. They have not gone for oils or any fast aggression. He is getting a Palace out, which he's going to need because it's going to be Overlord soon. But it looks like actually Danny's making nuke mix. This is already looking decided for me. You cannot be on the right side team here and not have any oils for this long. And I don't... Oh, okay, he's making it now. But who, is anyone going to take that? Have they coordinated who's going to capture that? In general, I think the stronger player, which is probably Makaveli here, should be taking most of the economy. So he should have said at the beginning, let me take the oils. And he should have taken that and that. But I think he's showing... I think they're showing cracks in their strategy and team play here. Nuclear missile is already out. So nuke migs are going to be in here in a second. And then they're not going to be able to do anything. Well, they can only make ground units. No Avengers to block any missiles or anything like that. And any attack they do, battle bus, quads, anything will just get one shot by nuke mix. So in my view, this is already 100% decided. If he's got mines there, which he does, this TNT is not going to get in. This is Danny, man. I told you. Dan Arm is a good player. Both solid players here on the left side. Both solid. You've seen him on my streams when we've played 3v3 DEFCON over the last few weeks. And Dan Armour is solid, honestly. Solid teammate. Are AntiPro and Dan pro level players? I would consider Ganja pro level. I would consider Dan Armour actually pro level or very close. Makaveli, I think like kind of semi-pro. And AntiPro is Makaveli's Apprentice. Big attack here by the left team, already on battle buses and overlords. There's a Shaman Kell as well. There's a Shaman here for the right side team. Bikes coming in, but AntiPro is just missing in action, to be honest. It's all Makaveli here, but he's fighting overlords with quads. Okay, he did bring a few bikes in then. But AntiPro's got all the cash, though. Only just building his palace. He's floating 5.2k. Yeah, we need to see a bit more from AntiPro. He could try and TNT that, but there's actually an ECM there. It's probably going to get stopped. I honestly think no matter what the right team do now, I think it's decided already. I think they're done for. He's probably going to get neutrons and give his mate power, and if he does that, unless there's a DC or a mismatch or something, I'm going to bet my house on the left team. Yeah, look at this. This is what I mean, man. This Dan Arm guy, he's actually too good to be Ganja. They probably shouldn't be together, honestly. But saying that, if you'd have asked me 3 or 4 weeks ago, I probably would have said Dan Arm is low enough a level to be with Ganja. But after playing with him a few games, I think I quickly realized he's nothing to laugh at. He's a beast. He is a beast. I think every time I've teamed with him in 3v3 DEFCON, we've won pretty much every game, or at least had a very high win percentage. What could you do now as the right side team? You could at least capture the refinery. You've got a rebel there, and you've got security of it, really. You could try and get a Jarman on a bike in somewhere. Maybe you could squeeze it through these tunnels here in the middle, and then try and get power for yourself, and maybe spam your way to victory with markets and scud Scud Storms. But Ganja should be on power now. Yeah, he's on power. Because his mate's giving him a dozer, so... GLA with power. The thing I would say about Danny here is he's not made that many Overlords. I think if he'd made Overlords ECM and big army and pushed already, I think they probably could have won already. But he's choosing to play this the slower way with the nuke migs and whatever. I mean, nuke migs are super strong. Just that I personally probably would have made at least like 5 Overlords and a load of ECMs. Cyrus D says Makaveli is better than both Ganja and Danarm. I strongly disagree. Makaveli's quite good on Defcon, but I think Ganja all round is a way more solid player. And Danarm has only been playing, I think, over the last few weeks. And I know he's an experienced player from before, but I think he's only... Unless he's been playing under other names. I haven't seen him around that often. So I think he's only just come back over the last few months, surely. I don't think he's been consistent. He's not been playing as long as Makaveli. Yeah, personally, I think both players on the left are stronger than both on the right. Dark Knight says Ganja is a noob. Well, I'll say that to him, but he's not. He's not. Ganja is good. AntiPro floating 5k, still 6k now. They've lost their oil. Still got this oil though, it's well protected. I mean, all things considered, they're doing kind of good. I think Danarm now making hackers. Whoa, wow. Wow, this is going to get wrecked. Yeah, I don't know, man. Danarm's opening was really good. And obviously, he's got a nuke and he's got a full internet center. They've got an oil advantage. Fires the nuke. Looking like it's fired over here. Yeah. Okay, so now they've got a 2 oil advantage. There's no kind of attack the right side team can do. I suppose they are just going to camp it out. I just think Danarm probably could have won quicker here if he'd have pumped out Overlords. If he'd just not gone the nuke, not gone internet center, not done any of that, and just pumped out loads of Overlords on the 2 oil advantage they had. Also, no one's got the refinery. I think they could have won about 5 minutes ago. Why would you make Overlords ECMs versus demo bikes? Well, AntiPro didn't have a palace for about 50 years. And if you've got ECMs and Overlords, if you actually got decent micro, you can actually stop the demo bikes before they arrive. And if the demo's making demo bikes, chances are he didn't have many units. So what did he have? He had like 4 quads and 4 demo bikes. You stop them demo bikes, and then he's just making them 1 by 1 and sending them at your army. Combined with some quads from GLA, there's nothing he could do. I know it because I played this map against Ganja the other day and he did it against me. And he made 52 Overlords and me and Marikar died to it. Maybe, did we have demo bikes though? I don't know if we had demo bikes, but yeah, they can be stopped. Even if you just press guard mode in an area, the ECMs will probably, or even attack move, the ECMs will do all the work for you. Overlords one-shot demo bikes. Quads, if they actually get if they target the demo bikes, can stop bikes. But Ganja's targeting here is pretty bad, actually. Bit unnecessary to evac the bike there, but I suppose he's got 3 terrorists out of it. There's a bunch of scrap here to be captured. Middle refinery actually gets captured eventually now by AntiPro. Often gets ignored, even when it gets captured. I would like to see that killed now or captured by the left team. Scudstorm is out for Makaveli down in the bottom right. Palace being built again. Did the artillery and carpet finish that? I didn't actually see. To be fair, Makaveli is looking pretty strong. Considering he's had no oils all game, he is actually looking pretty strong. He doesn't have fortified structure yet, and if he's going to be taking some nukes and carpet artillery, he will want to think about getting that. And up in the top right, AntiPro is still floating 5k. At this point in the game, he'd be dropping every penny down in markets. I mean, he's losing the front to buggies as well. And there's 840 XP. Cyrus D says, Makaveli is better than any format than both Ganja and DoMiNaToR. Way more experience. Yeah, maybe I just don't know. I would definitely, if I was picking in a 2v2, I would definitely pick Ganja. I think Makaveli, having played with him before, he has a lot of distractions at home. Whenever you play with him on voice chat, by the way, you always hear screaming kids in the back. It sounds like a playground. And that's like 2 or 3 times out of 3 that I've played with him that's happened. He's always just been distracted every time I played with him. So if you factor that in as well, the communication is going to be way off because you can't hear anything he's saying. And it's difficult to communicate, and when someone's distracted, I think they play worse as well. But saying that though, maybe you proved me right here because Makaveli's looking pretty strong. And he's leading the way in terms of XP, only just though. Danny behind. I just don't know about this strat from Nuke, man. Okay, he's making a 5th nuke in that center. Okay, he's been quite efficient, I suppose. I suppose it's working. They're winning. AntiPro really should have been carrying for the right team because he had both oils. But they did capture it late, but he did have him for a while. But he should have been, he should be leading in terms of XP here, surely. But yeah, Makaveli's leading in terms of XP, to be fair, without the 2 oils. So yeah, maybe Makaveli is better, I don't know. Okay, artillery coming across. Yeah, Ganja is still obviously on the power.
Just get me in close.
So how he's able to spam so many units. He's had loads and loads of buggies out. AntiPro's getting kicked off this supply. Artillery coming in. Nuke mix coming in as well, but they're getting wasted here by DoMiNaToR. I think if you played off DEFCON, I have seen DoMiNaToR adapt like quickly to Philippine Highlands, territorial dispute. I played with him the other day, and a few other things. I would bet that Makaveli is probably better on DEFCON, but people like, I might be wrong. DoMiNaToR and Ganja, they're probably all pretty close. I think DoMiNaToR probably, from what I've seen, I think he's got potential to actually become really good. He adapted super quick to Philippine Highlands, which I think he's never played before, and actually put in a really strong performance. That's what I'm basing it on. Someone who plays DEFCON 3,000 times a day, I don't think you can really judge him on that, to be honest. But someone who can adapt and quickly be good on another map, I think that shows true potential of becoming a really good player. Combine that with the fact I think DoMiNaTor's probably only been playing for a few months, and Makaveli's probably been playing for 10 years. That's what I'm basing it on. But of course, I could be wrong. I think it's fair to say they are all pretty close. Well, Ganja is putting on the pressure up the top. He's got fully upgraded quads, AP ammo, and repair. Another nuke. I'm guessing that's going to be on Makaveli's base. Nope. On the production here of AntiPro. Yeah, the left team have definitely won. AntiPro's base is getting wrecked. I don't know if there's a lot else he can do. He's GGing out. Is Makaveli going to try and fight this one out? He doesn't have power, remember, so Ganja can probably just keep... Once you've got a big blob that's already way bigger than the enemy, and you've got power to back it up, I can't really see Makaveli mustering some kind of a defense to that. You can have all the demo bikes in the world, but AP ammo quad's just going to shut that down. Just put it on attack move, and the demo bikes won't even get close. The middle oil already got killed. Oh, that one got killed as well somehow. Maybe demo ambush. That's a fully loaded bunker, but it's not going to make any difference. Makaveli doesn't have any upgrades at all. No AP ammo, no junk repair. Ganja has all the upgrades and power. Spamming in kills this bunker. Demo ambush used here, but even just a few highly vetted quads like that one there is an insane quad. Another army here, and Ganja is just killing all the key buildings. Oh, probably going to be there, isn't it? Yeah, nice coordination. I probably would have done it a little bit more in a tunnel, but it doesn't matter. It's nice coordination. He's done a sneak and then nuked it as well in case he popped. Yeah, this is 100% GG. Ganja's actually expanded there. I'm not even sure how much he gained from that. GG from Makaveli. It was a nice try from Makaveli, to be fair. Look how much XP he's got, considering he had no oil. But that's where I also factor in, you can't just judge someone on their performance there. You've got to judge it on their strategy. And there was a clear lack of strategy on the right side team for me. There was no aggression and no fast oil cap from either player. That's pretty bad strats against in a grand final against some solid players. Okay, he played 1 or 2 years. Maybe he played under a different name or something, but whenever I've been playing 3v3 DEFCONs, I've only seen him joining the pro games over the last couple of months. Maybe he's been playing under another nick or something like that. Either way, 1 or 2 years is still less than Makaveli, I'm pretty sure. I do remember seeing Dan Arm many years ago. Ganja's funny. Yeah, I do remember seeing him ages ago. I do remember a Dan Arm from like 10 years ago or something like that. But I'm talking about when have you seen him playing 3v3 DEFCONs over the last few months? Over recent years. I've only seen him in the last few months. Maybe I've just been blind. Maybe he's just not joined my games. I don't know. That's what I thought. Up in the top left, we've got AntiPro with a Gile Vanilla in the purple color. Down at the bottom left, we have the nuke for Makaveli with the yellow. Up at the top right, we've got Gile Adamo for Ganja with the green. And down at the bottom right, we have Danny with the orange Gile Demo. So this time, what I'd like to see from the right side team is at least one of them going fast oils, or both of them going for some fast aggression. Tech RPG and TNT, or maybe both. Both go for a TNT and then both follow up with a Tech RPG and get that nuke hunted. Looks like Makaveli's playing pretty passive, keeping a CC, going for a barracks first. This supply might be left a little bit open if he's doing that. Will he go for Overlords or is he going to go for Nuke Mix? Up in the top left, we've got AntiPro. He's with the Gillet Vanilla in the purple. And yeah, did we already introduce Makaveli with the Nuke in the yellow? He is going for a truck rush, but this supply, was that not late? Is that not the dozer that built the barracks? So yeah, the later you do it, even if that's like 5 seconds delayed, the chances of it getting over here now and doing damage is 0. Because that tunnel's already up. There's a demo trap up as well, actually. We'll get this if he looks at it, though. Okay, he does get the worker eventually. RPG on the way. I think he's trying to bait it into that demo trap, which would be nice. Worker there goes flying into orbit. Technical coming through now for AntiPro. Going to put on the pressure here on these workers. What is he doing? Okay, he's going to run over the RPGs. That's nice. He's got himself a vet too. Probably kill a few workers here as well. If that was loaded with RPGs, you could actually camp that bridge, go over the bridge, camp the bridge and build a tunnel there and take that oil. That would be quite a nice strat, actually. He's not killing the workers here, which is the main thing you want to do. Okay, kills one. Technical coming through. I'm not seeing a fast oil yet, apart from the nuke player taking this oil here. I got mines in the war factory and a mines here. Doing a prop down here is quite nice. Although if there's a demoable ambush later on, that's going to come back to bite him. You don't want to build 2 key things next to each other. Tentacles in AntiPro's base is not currently collecting there. And Wild Ganja is also not collecting here. I think Makaveli opened very, very passive. Keeping a CC. Only realized he needs the cash now. Eventually sold it. Oh, I actually missed that. AntiPro's been TNT'd as well. Who was that TNT from then? I've just completely missed it. But it looks like a double TNT. He's actually got the arms dealer and the supply. And he's selected on no workers here. So AntiPro is pretty wrecked here. And Makaveli is already being harassed. I personally don't know what's wrong with going double war factory as the nuke. And pumping out all the Battlemasters size style because you could overwhelm both of the demos very, very quick, especially that supply. Or either go in one war factory and then a barracks, get the oils, and then into a second war factory. Needs a bit of score. Okay, done. 2-0. Is it 2-0? Yeah, it's 2-0. Well, the Helix is out for Makaveli, but AntiPro's currently on no supplies, effectively, because there's no workers here. They are long-distance shooting because they're actually locked onto a Helix. Dan Arm has got a tunnel in a very awkward position, and this game is already decided. Overlords are coming out now, but they didn't go for any oils on the left side team, I don't think. Or maybe he sent a red guard there, but he got taken out. But yeah, AntiPro's AntiPro's brace is non-existent. He's collected on a few workers. He's going to be highly reliant on Makaveli carrying this game now. Maybe with a Helix and some Overlords you can do it, but if you look at the supplies on the map, the right side team economy, they're on 2 oils. Okay, one's about to go down and 4 supplies. Whereas left side team is only on 3 supplies and 1 oil, but this supply has been harassed a lot, so 2 supplies for a lot of the game. Needs to get subliminal messaging on the Overlords. There's no reason why he couldn't have had that already, because that prop's been up ages in time for 2 Overlords to get up. And he's got 4K, so there's no reason why he can't do that. But you're seeing the Overlords here are owning. There is a palace on the way, though, so... Actually, a palace already here for Danny. Makaveli's losing trucks just to 2 RPGs. He's not moving them out of the way. He could have gone and crushed them, I think. But he's probably just busy elsewhere. Coming in with a few flamers. Ganja has a tunnel at the top left, so AntiPro is going to really struggle to get back into this game. I think AntiPro is just out of this game, actually. He's been hit hard here. And already now the right team. Right team eating away at Yellow's base, which is Makaveli. And I think this game is already decided. I did say, man, these Ganja and DoMiNaToR, you don't want to mess with them. They're a strong team. And I think, given the circumstance, I think Makaveli should have tried to be more aggressive, tried to pump out loads of Battle Masters early on, maybe. Maybe grab the oil and then pump out the Battle Masters. I think that's how he could have supported AntiPro a little bit earlier, or supported himself a little bit earlier if he'd have got doubled. Yeah, maybe he was expecting a double on him, maybe. He didn't want to get hunted. I think that's still worth building as a perfect supply, even though you're building it later on and whatever. I still think it's worth building it as perfect supply because it can still increase your economy massively. Still no subliminal message in here from Makaveli. It doubles the heal rate. I don't know what it does to the fire rate or anything else, but it doubles the heal rate of the overlords. You definitely need that. Lix comes in, few quads kill it, and this is looking bad for the left team. Ganja's even got a second tunnel here. AntiPro's trying to get back into it. I think the best thing he can do is spam a ton of demo traps. That's probably it. GG. Jarman's out, snipes the overlords. Looking pretty rocky for the left side team so far. Ganja and DoMiNaToR are 3-0 up. It's a best of 13. We'll put that in the title, actually. Best of 13. So first to win 7 games. Me and Ganja always troll each other. Let's see what his comeback is for that. Yeah, call one expert bash out there. And they were just getting their armies there. Nuke air versus air. Oh my god. Well, I think it's easy for the nuke air team. They just need to spam 2 war factories, spam a load of gats, and get raptors. And play combined with gats everywhere and king raptors. Whereas I think it's harder for the 2 air forces here in terms of what to make. I think actually 1 air force just 1v1 in the nuke, making Vs with MDs and unloading before the raps hit. And then the other guy just spamming raps is probably one considerable strat. Whether that's the best thing to do or not, I don't know. You could also both try and drop the nuke and kill him early. Then you can get the nuke out, then you can just worry about the air force together. But I don't know if they will coordinate any such strat, to be honest. And they didn't take long enough for my liking to think. I'd like to see more thinking about the strats. Especially for a grand final. I know it annoys some people, like waiting 2 minutes to think about a strat. But the strat basically determines 80% of the game. If you have a bad strat, you can have the best micro and whatever in the world, but if your strategy's bad, you are probably still done for. Down in the bottom right, we got AntiPro with the USA Air Force in the purple color. He's against the orange nuke for Dan Arm. Up in the top right, we got Makaveli with the red USA Air Force, and he's against Ganja, also with the Air Force in the green. So, kind of like that from Danny, to be honest. Keeping a CC, making a single war factory, but then he's going to quickly drop into a second war factory and just spam a load of gats. I do like that. It's a little bit slower than 2 supplies, 2 war factories, but he's going to have the economy going. His first few units are going to be a little bit slower. But Ganja's actually done a drop inside of Makaveli's base with 3 MDs. Makaveli going for... potential oil cap, but there's a Ranger and an MD here from Wild Ganja as well. AntiPro sending Vs at that. That's the last thing you want to be doing, man. That's the last thing you want to be doing. And it's just a traffic jam. It's not even a good attack. Nah, it's not what you want to be doing. He's actually making 2 war factories. Is he going for MTV spam? MTV spam on 3 supplies, okay. That's an interesting strat that I wouldn't have thought about. Nice split fire there from Makaveli. Actually killed 2 trucks with 1 wrap in 1 shot. AntiPro, after losing that first V, has eventually cleared this up, but I think it's mainly due to these ranges here from Makaveli. And to be honest, there's going to be a lot of targets. When these Vs get up in their numbers, there's going to be a lot of targets. That Ganja has got himself 2 oils. But he's only just making the second supply, though. That barracks in that base got completely shut down. There's only 1 Chinook collecting there, and there's actually 3 collecting over here for Makaveli. He's actually collecting from multiple different crates rather than on his main, but he's putting 1 back now. This is going to get interesting because there's so many targets now that Ganja needs to be hitting. I would be thinking about a few bunkers here for Nuke right now. A bunker with a couple of RPGs inside of it will delay these Vs a lot. That supply gets taken down there of the air, which is AntiPro. But you need to be hitting these and letting the GATs then clear it up, because the GATs are going to lose this engagement. This is where a true test of team play and strategy comes in. The RAP should be one-shotting all of these, leave them all low, and then letting these units come in. This Air Force here needs to be hitting these single battle masters, even if it means suicide in his RAPs, probably. But are we going to see the necessary team play from either guy? You could even just fly the RAPs over these Tovies, and the GATs will just clear it up because they won't be able to fire their tow. Ganja currently is just going straight into the base of the air. I think actually hitting the Chinooks or just hitting the supplies is good. Looks like AntiPro is on low power now and on... well, he was on 3 supplies, he's on 2 now, but he did lose that one, but he's rebuilt it as well. This all gets cleared up here. What is Makaveli doing currently? He's floating 8k, man. Are you losing the game? Probably. He's got himself 2 walls at the top. AntiPro's got him the 2 walls at the south. Makaveli's floating nearly 10k, man. What the hell is he doing? He's only got 1 airfield. He's dropping down a war factory. The Vs there of AntiPro get shut down before they reach their target. These GATs do really good against the RAPs. If the RAPs fly over, the GATs will definitely take them out. But the Tovies don't have that much success because of the point defense lasers, you see? So Ganja's doing good here, man. He's targeting all the supplies of AntiPro. And AntiPro's just having to spend all of his money pretty much on rebuilding these supplies. Although he's still got a decent-ish number of Vs out. And these oils do need to be stopped at some point. Danny, with a serious amount of GATs. Now, chain guns is a good upgrade to have later on. But why is Makaveli floating 10k? Why is he floating 10k? One supply has gone down. 2 supplies have gone down. Another supply of AntiPro goes down. He's got loads of Chinooks, but not able to... He's not able to rebuild his supplies anymore. Oh, no, he has. He's cancelled some Vs. Vs here in the middle are going down. Yeah, he's rebuilding his only supply. So Ganja's doing a good job at consistently hitting that. A supply at the top there goes down. Ganja leading the way in terms of the XP. Danny's remaking his supply down here. Could pull some of these trucks back. Ganja could actually have gone for the CC kill there. He would have got it. Why isn't he flying? He should be flying over this. Yeah, there you go. So, AntiPro's gonna die here. Continue flying over, man, even if it's just one of them. Why is he letting that fight happen without flying over? I think he's probably still win it anyway, but this army would be super solid with just 1 or 2 raps just flying over there. There's no reason why Ganja couldn't have done that. Massive army now for Makaveli moving out on the left-hand side. There's an ECM here and a few missile defenders, but why isn't he just committing to that? Because the Vs would have still wrecked it. Makaveli still floating 8k. Down at the bottom right, AntiPro's got loads of Chinooks. Needs to be collecting on multiple supply crates and stuff. He is attacking with some rangers down in the south, but he's got no units out, AntiPro, and that's because Ganja is consistently hit all of his supplies. Left team still need to worry about the oils, though. That's kind of nice from Ganja. Makaveli needs to be moving more out of the way, I think. This is a weird game, man. This is weird. There's actually overlords out now. Wow. No subliminal meshing though. Why are these players not valuing subliminal meshing? It doubles the heal rate. Imagine in real life if you could heal at double the rate. Of course you would take that for $500. And this is 0-hour prices. You collect $500 in a few seconds. This is what the rap should be doing. Although the raps there from Makaveli did take out a king raps there of Ganja. This is a nice targeting by the Gats on the ground. He does have a chain gun as well. That rap's going to go down. Yeah, it does go down. Point defense lasers not enough to stop that many Vs. What is it? 7. Nice laser lock. Sometimes bad target and bad control here from Makaveli. He's still floating 10k, which I am really confused about. Ganja now has the top oils. Ganja has the bottom oils as well, but AntiPro is trying to take him back. AntiPro spamming out of his 2 war factories again and building a strat. I think the Gats and the ECM here combined again with the rap should be good, but Ganja's airfields looks like they've been hit by like the Spectre and stuff. A10 there is going to get stopped. There's loads of Topies here at the top. And to be honest, the ground army of the right team here is looking a little bit too strong. And Makaveli's floated 10k all the way through it and they're still winning. Ganja still has these oils at the top. Ganja just needs to be single shot in these now. He's got high veterancy. You don't want to be using 3 raps on... Oh, okay, he's killed 2 Vs. I thought he used it on 1 V, but if you got triple vet and he's got the laser missile upgrade as well, I'm pretty sure they one-shot most Vs. Probably even the vet 1 Vs, you probably one-shot as well. I think Danny has maybe a little bit too many ECMs here. Laser lock comes in on the Vs. Kills 1. Yeah, it's alright having loads of ECMs, but if you don't have any Gats actually fighting units to support it. It's very pointless. You've got lots of defensive units here, which is the PDLs and the ECMs. You actually need more attacking units. And Danny is getting wrecked here. I think the right team have done it, you know. Ganja should also probably just be hitting these Vs, realizing that they've not got enough ground power. I think hitting him, then reloading, hitting him again is going to have more success than just flying around, flying around doing nothing. Because he's using the Chinooks currently to block the missiles. But I think the right team's economy is just too strong now. They've got 4 oils between them. They've got the refinery. They're collecting from here, whereas left team is not. There, he's single shotting him that time. I think, but he's left a few low apparently. Not quite sure how that happened because he also targeted that one and killed one, so yeah, not sure. But he has like a Vet 3 wrap with the laser missiles. That should be enough to one-shot most Vs. I think the right team did it. Ganja was hitting all the supplies for AntiPro, and it did have quite some good success, but should he have been targeting the ground units and supporting his mate's ground army more? Okay, AntiPro and Makaveli get themselves on the scoreboard. 3-1 is now the score. I think I prefer the nuke and air, you know. Spam Gats and Raptors. It kills pretty much everything, but yeah, the MTV spam did really well there for the right side team, and Makaveli floated 10k throughout it and still got the win, so well played. Right, so waiting for Makaveli to come back. Webcam is really red today. Weird. Classic Music says, DoMiNaToR, are you there? Yes. Alfie says the comeback is on. Potentially. What is the best mod of Zero? The best mod is no mod. Where is Fargo? Did he retire again? Potentially. He reckons he's on a break. Reckons he's on a break. Classic Music in the chat says he wants to donate $50. How can you do that? There's a link in the description. If you press F5 and refresh, it's the first link in the description. But don't do it through YouTube Super Chat because they take a massive 30% cut for all donations, which is annoying. Okay, so we're going to see the reverse here. Nuke and Air against Air. Over on the left-hand side, we have AntiPro with the China Nuke in the purple. Up in the top left, we have Makaveli with the red USA Air Force. Up in the top right, we have Ganja with the green USA Air Force. And down in the bottom right, we have orange for Dan Arm, also with the Air Force. Two airs versus Nuke and Air. In my view, the Nuke needs to be just spamming loads of GATs everywhere and then get out the chain guns, keep his CC. I think 2 supplies to start off with is kind of good. I think maybe a third is a little bit more passive and maybe you can get GATs out more slowly, but obviously getting your economy rolling is still good. But I think the Nuke needs to be spamming GATs and the Air needs to be spamming RAPs. And when the GATs are fighting, the RAPs need to be supporting that fight and making sure the GATs win all those fights. And then when the GATs are not having fights, then you need to be flying across and probably killing Chinooks, powers, maybe a dozer here and there. Yeah, that's what I'll be doing. Once you get 7 RAPs, you can kill the CC and then go for the dozer hunt. AntiPro is copying the build order of the right team, going for that 3rd supply sooner. I think this isn't bad, to be honest, because you can quickly drop down the 2nd war factory, but you just can get out. You could probably be on 2 or 3 GATs now at the same time he's already dropping down the 2nd war factory. So you just delayed a bit initially, but on quite a long map like this, you probably can get away with it. Danny has actually gone for 3 supplies, the same that we did see before. But this is where Makaveli needs to be flying across and hitting those Chinooks. Hitting the Chinooks, hitting the war factory, or hitting the Vs as they come in. I don't know what the hell that was. Did he shoot it? I think he split fire a dozer and then the rest of them went there. He has killed a Chinook there because there's 1 missing. That V there gets stopped. Yeah, this is what I think you should be doing because you can one-shot a Chinook. I do not think that the Nuke needs to be making Battle Masters because the Battle Masters get 1 shot by RAPs, so he just literally needs to click it once, whereas the GATs need 2 shots. Or 1.5, but you're going to be doing realistically 2 shots. While Ganja is being pretty wild with his raptors and loses 2 as a result. Makaveli is hitting Danom pretty nicely, slowing down his power. As AntiPro, you've got the decision as well. Do you go like prop now or third war factory and use that third war factory to upgrade chains, or just spam loads of gats? I think if you're going to do 3 supplies, you can afford 1 supply basically supports 1 war factory. That's what I'll be thinking. Get on 3 war factories, get chain guns and spam loads of gats. You don't need anything else. Looks like he's going for oils though, but Ganja's already got some gats in his base. Makaveli now coming through with 3 wraps. I think he should be hitting these Vs. He's going to lose them gats anyway. He hits the supply there. And Danny's economy's been completely wrecked. He's only collecting on 1 Chinook now. And Makaveli's hit that as well. That's excellent there from Makaveli. Really, really excellent. And Danny has even got enough cash to rebuild a Chinook. Even if he does, I think another wrap will just come across the map and hit it. Now, here's all the massive load of gats for AntiPro. Supply there was built, but it's been taken down. I think the left team have done pretty good here, to be fair. There's a Gatlin defense being built here, and that's GG. I do think it's better to be hitting the Chinooks. I think you get more XP from using 3 wraps on a supply, but like you can kill the Chinooks faster, I think. GG, yeah. That's a complete wreckage, actually. 5 minutes. Really, really nice. Yeah, but I do think Nuke and Air is better there. Maybe the double air needs to be doing some kind of hard double on the nuke. Do like 3 MDs and the 5 base each, and then go wraps behind it. Something like that. Get the nuke weak. Get the new nuke weak, and then play a 2v1 against the air 2s. I said, did Ganja even play that time? Didn't see him. Cyrus D with his opinions, man. Cyrus D says, wasting shots on the nuke Battlemasters is good for the left team. Alright, if you want, we can do a 2v2 nuke and air. And you can spam only Battlemasters and wraps. And my team can spam gats and wraps. And that's the only unit you're allowed to make, and we'll see who wins. Lone Eagle. Okay, it's going to be the map. Okay, next game. Well, actually, it's not next game. They're just gonna get their armies first. GLA and Inf against Nuke Tank. GLA and Inf, very, very strong. Nuke Tank, Nothing's impossible in 2v2s, though. Well, nothing's impossible ever, but in 2v2s you can coordinate something usually, which can get one guy out fast, but what can they do here? So top right, we've got Inf, Ganja, and then top middle, GLA. So it's going to be Inf against Tank for AntiPro. That's going to be mega hard for AntiPro. Unless he goes fast mix, and if Ganja makes a full outpost, you could stop that. Danom, GLA against the nuke of Makaveli. The Inf just wrecks everything here. Inf wrecks Tank and Inf wrecks nuke. So if he just gets a few outposts out, unless there's MiGs, Ganja's happy to just accept real quick here. He knows he's got a strong army. The hard thing will be when it comes to the reverse, I think. Classic Music says, am I going to stream the Air Games Grand Finals? Yes, I believe we're looking at this Friday, as in 4 days from now. I like the way Makaveli's thinking more about a strat here, is delaying things while he talks. Probably coming up with a strat to tell AntiPro here. I like that. Yeah, Makaveli's taking his time here. What could they possibly do? Well, he's thinking long and hard about it. Think the nuke could go double war factory, just spam a load of battle masters, try and get in the GLA supply line, because you can quite easily do that on this map, I feel. And maybe send the occasional battle master. If the Inf goes double war factory, you can send the occasional battle master over to support your mate, while your mate makes MiGs. It's highly reliant on MiGs getting up here. So down in the south, we've got AntiPro with the purple China tank. Double supply for him. I think everyone's expected to probably go double supply here, because you've got 2 supplies in your main base. We've got Makaveli with the China nuke alongside him. So there's there on the left side. Up in the top middle, we've got Daniel Dan Arm with the orange GLA Vanilla. And over on the right hand side, we've got Wild Ganja with the green China infantry. War factory and a barracks so far from AntiPro. Looks like you might be going for the oils. Makaveli's actually going for MiGs. Well, potential helix, I suppose. War factory airfield. You see, Ganja has gone for 1 war factory, probably going to be 1 fully loaded outpost. So if AntiPro did, and it is expensive for tank to do MiGs, these trucks are messed up. It is expensive for tank. to do MiGs, but if you get 2 MiGs up, you can one-shot this first outpost, and straight away the advantage is then with you. Considering it's an imbalanced matchup, you definitely want to take that. But the fact that he's not opened an outpost... Sorry, he's not opened with MiGs. There's no MiGs here either. He's actually going to drop a flamer, potentially. He's spotted this secret tunnel here from Dan Arm, and he's going to shut down that worker. It looks like he's going to drop a flamer straight onto the GLA base. Didn't think of that, to be fair, but it looks like that's something that might be coming. But I think AntiPro might die, though, because none of them have done MiGs. None of them have thought about the infantry going for this outpost. What about, even if you bunker off all of this, what about if this outpost just goes all the way over here and kills the nuke? I think no one going MiGs, no one worrying about this. Just Makaveli effectively playing a 1v1 against the GLA. You can't leave the inf just to build up the outpost, I don't think. Yo, Rexar, welcome. It's actually a flame drop straight on the oils. And he's going to deny the GLA from getting the oils, but it's a bad flame wall, though. He's only flame walling 1. He's let the other one get captured. Huge mistake there. He let him get a 1,000 oil. Although he is being attacked back here, so he probably can be forgiven. But a straight outpost across the map. They've not thought about outposts. I'm quite disappointed they've not thought about an outpost from the inf. Oh, man. If AntiPro had just opened MiGs, I swear they would win this game. Would have shut that down, had loads of MiGs flying around. Ganja wouldn't know what to do because the MiGs will just strike again. And an outpost just gone across the map and just killed him. He's rushed out napalm. I think that's the main reason he's built a war factory. I suppose now the MiGs are finally out. Now the outpost can take some damage. There is ECMs out already, though. But the nuke has already taken a big chunk out of his base because that first outpost. So his airfield, I suppose, has gone down. He's still got his war factory. His power's gone down. Is he building that with low power? I think he is. He's building that with low power. I think he's building out at low power, isn't he? How? Oh no, he's got power here. Okay, he's got power here. All right, fair enough. But now the MiGs are out. They are hitting the outpost, but the problem is he's lost quite a few already to the quads. Battlemaster's now coming in. Needs to separate them. Oh my god. Thought that was a hacker then. Thought that was a hacker. Oh, there's an inflotus on top of the MiGs already. The MiGs are taking off though. As he heard it. He has. Stops it as well. Very nice. Maybe bad timing there from Ganja. I think he should have waited for the MiGs to land. Well, just as they're landing, then capture it. Then the MiGs have got no chance. He started capturing at the wrong time, in my opinion. Now the crazy amount of MiGs have got up, and they've taken out their oils. Maybe I'm going to be amazed here. Maybe they're just going to be able to camp it out now because they got a 2 oil advantage. Dan Arm is only collecting on 2 workers and 3 workers here. Considering they're your only 2 sources of income, you definitely want to have more there, 100%. But now the left team have stabilized. It's actually the right team that are actually under pressure because their oil's down due to Makaveli's crazy Helix Flamer drop. Ganja wants to come in and just force the issue here, just headbutt these defenses, but the MiGs all come in. Quite nice MiG hits, and all the infantry have been cleared up here. Don't tell me the left team. Oh, here comes an inflix, and why didn't he go on top of the MiGs? That even surprised me, but why didn't he just hug this side of the map and go down here and kill one of the MiGs? That's probably a 1 game based on that. Instead, he started engaging the tank gats. Bit weird there from Ganja. So Overlord mix Gat's army here, and all of a sudden the left team are mounting some kind of a comeback here. They've gone from 3-0 down, looking like 3-3 now. And the right team here definitely got the stronger armies. Ganja could have even done a Helix straight on top of this single war factory. Killed this guy. Could have done 2 war factories to start with and spam. And kill this guy. Or kill both of them. I don't know, man. the armies that are not supposed to win are winning. But anything can happen in these 2v2s. Anything can happen in Zero. Another Helix coming in, but what he wants to do is make sure their MiGs shoot and then come... Oh, he's not going to do it anyway because there's so many cats out. Look at all this for AntiPro. Not sure quite what Helix is thinking. If the MiGs are still around, they're just gonna one shot. Even 4 MiGs will kill it. Never mind when he's got 8. But it's looking good for the left team, I cannot lie. The right team are looking dead, actually. What can they even do? The Inf can't help. Because the MiGs will just wreck everything. If he helps with an outpost, the MiGs will wreck it. If he comes in with a Helix, the MiGs will wreck it. And the GLA is just outright losing against the Overlord GCMs. Super Lotus to disable an Overlord. That's one key strength of the Inf, I suppose. This is quite a combo now. Overlord ECM outpost with the supporting MiGs. Yeah, the right team have had a few opportunities to win based on the build order the Ganja's done, but also when that Lix came in and earlier the very first one, it could have gone down the back here and killed all of them MiGs. That probably would have sealed the deal. Because then you could have continued actually to the oils and killed the power 2 oils and a prop. Probably evac'd and probably caused a hell of a lot of trouble. But yeah. Yeah, personally I would have opened 2 war factories as Ganja here. Artillery comes in the supply, kills Ganja's not only supply, he's got a second one back here. Only 7k left there. Artillery coming from Ganja. A huge army here from AntiPro, and he's floating 12k. Carpet gets stopped. Artillery is on one of the airfields. I think this one. AntiPro's had a ton of cash because of these oils, and he's got efficient MiGs, so he's not needed to remake his army and stuff. So looking pretty good for the left team, I cannot lie. Artillery comes in. It does kill one of the airfields, so he just needs to rebuild it, but he's built another one as a backup anyway. Makaveli, I suppose, doesn't have a hell of a lot. He's actually mined out, and AntiPro has all the cash. Floating 15k, man. This is getting towards big size levels, and we've seen big size float many times when he's been floating crazy amounts of cash. Don't think there's ever a time to be floating that much cash. The GLA has started spamming the black markets. We have got 4 for him so far. That's probably about even with the oils. He's got a slight advantage by 1 market, perhaps. Mick's still circling around. He needs to come in and support his ground army here because his ground army currently getting wrecked. He's hit mainly the tunnel rather than the quads and the outposts, which I don't agree with. But I suppose he's won the ground army anyway. He's won the ground army anyway. He has chain guns. I mean, he's laughing at the moment because he's been on 3 supplies since the beginning. Okay, one of them is mined out now, but he's been on 3 supplies since the beginning, plus the oils. So AntiPro has had a ton of cash here. Overlords go down. Infantry is slowly making hackers. He has got 4 out so far. If he's got level 2 artillery, he could eventually still take out these oils and still outcamp them. And maybe that's what they're going to do, to be honest, because AntiPro is just sitting back and chilling a lot. He's got all of this cash and quite an advantage with that amount of MiGs out, but currently he's just chilling a lot here. If you brought all of that and had it here, supported by the MiGs, I think you would be able to tear through and get to like here, maybe. So these are not upgraded quads. AP ammo quads, even AP ammo quads would probably have a hard time against chain gun gats. Yeah, AntiPro just sitting chilling. Okay, you're taking out carpets before they're reaching the target, but you could probably do that with just 2 gats out here. Don't need all of this. I'm not sure why there's so many tank hunters either. Gat, ECM, and the occasional outpost, I think. And then supported by all of the MiGs. It should wreck through everything here of the GLA. That's a decent MiG shot. Just killed a load of stuff for free. Mine drop comes in as well. But yeah, now is the time to be pushing, man. Oh, mine drop. Doesn't hit though. Where did he drop that? I don't know. But yeah, all of this stuff now for AntiPro needs to go across. Because I suppose the longer you wait, yes, you've got the oil advantage. But if you let infantry get to a load of hackers, which he is doing slowly, then you are letting things get even unnecessarily, I think. Yeah, these MiGs hit the outpost. 2 MiGs for 1 outpost. But how many MiGs? He's going to use 4 MiGs on 1 outpost. And walk us into his own firestorm. I mean, he's still pushing forward and still doing good damage, but like, if you didn't use 4 MiGs on 1 outpost, you'd be able to instant shot that now as well, and some of these RPGs. Maybe that worker as well. 2 MiGs, 1 outpost. Just remember that. Remember that rule. 2 MiGs, 1 shot. A lot of stuff, to be honest. Artillery now coming through on one of the oils. The bad thing about building that power plant there, I think, is the splash damage will actually kill the power plant a little bit more, but he sold it in time. But 1 oil goes down anyway, though. Nice shot there from Ganja. So the longer the game goes, actually, he's spamming hackers. They've taken down 1 oil advantage. And the longer the game goes now, the harder it's getting for the left team. They had a big advantage for the last 7 minutes or so. But the longer and longer they wait, harder and harder it's going to get. Slokey says they're close to throwing it, right? I still favour their position, honestly. Just because that amount of MiGs is deadly. Like, there's nothing the right side team can make that those MiGs can't kill. So I still favour the left team. But the longer they wait, if an insane amount of hackers get out, then I don't know, man. I think Ganja also needs to transition into his own MiGs. Fight fire with fire, as they say. Because every time you're making an outpost, just getting shot down by the MiGs. 2 MiGs, 1 outpost. So maybe bunkers, minigunners, Gatling cannons, and your own MiGs is the best way to fight this. Artillery coming in from AntiPro, probably going to be on one of the markets. I do hope it's not on that one, because that one's quite a free kill anyway. It's looking like not. It might be on the palace. Do you need on the palace though? Because those MiGs could probably one-shot it again. Those MiGs, there's so many of them. They can just kill anything. Anything they want. It can just fly across the map and kill them. And there's nothing infantry can do about it. GLA's looking pretty dead. The nuke is pretty much out, apart from what he's got here. And the support powers, he is level 3. Could get to level 4 if he kills a bit of stuff here. MiGs coming in. But he's not hitting the outpost. What is he doing? He's not hitting the outpost. 4 MiGs on a dozer. When there was ground stuff to hit. I suppose the collateral damage, he walked his quads into it anyway. Okay. They're still winning. They're still probably going to win. It just could be more clean and more decisive, let's say. GG from Dan. Is Ganja going to try and fight this out? He does do that sometimes. He does fight it out sometimes. I think Ganja will try to fight it out, but he's just wasting time. Against that many MiGs, this has been so hard to deal with. But the right team should have won this, and they had many, many opportunities. Just a couple of things they could have done. Ganja could have made a helix from the very beginning and sent it anywhere and just won the game. Literally, he could have gone straight here to the single war factory, and he could have gone straight to the nuke base and won the game. He could have done 2 war factories from the beginning, just spammed outposts and maybe 1 or 2 flamers and just won the game. He could have used his first helix better and just won the game. He actually went into fight here against a load of Gats with the helix and lost it, when actually it should have gone down here. the MiGs had landed, and he could have killed all the MiGs and probably continued to kill the power and the oils and probably just win the game. A lot of this was on Ganja. But Dan almost off to a bad start, which to be honest can't be helped too much because he went for the oils, which immediately got Flamer Helix dropped, which I would never have expected, to be fair. So yeah, he had a heavy start due to that. I mean, he is overkilling on some of these outposts, but I mean, as long as he is killing things, Ganja's trying to bunker in with a million bunkers and hackers. He's trying to make a prop. I suppose, did the left team have any secondary economy? No, they don't have anything. Just that one oil, which is going to go down. So they have no hackers. So if this does go down, which I think it is. Yeah, oil goes down. ECM, no, EMP hits. So the economic advantage right now is with Ganja. But does he have any means of taking down the MiGs? It's alright having all the money in the world, but if you don't have any means of taking down the MiGs can just keep coming in. Keep coming in and free killing stuff, so you can have the best secondary economy in the world. But if your stuff's all getting picked off for free, then that kind of negates it. There's no minigunners out for Ganja, which is a bit confusing. The support powers in Zero are very strong, aren't they? You can just literally one-click a carpet. Regular stuff. Fireload in the chat noticed that Makaveli actually has cash steal. Okay, didn't realise that. Runs over a worker there. There are several hackers out there. Some of them are Vet 2, no doubt going to be soon Vet 3. And the MiGs need to be doing more strikes, but maybe is it just a bit scared of pushing in here? The MiGs could be free picking off any of these bunkers. That flamer. These infantry, you could highlight this outpost in a second and then come straight in with the MiGs. I don't know why that outpost hasn't been shot down. Any of this stuff now could be getting shot by the MiGs. What are they doing? Artillery coming in now from Makaveli. Another bunker being dropped down by Ganja. Barracks goes down. Bunker gets shot by 3 MiGs. And then a load of MiGs on this one. Okay, that was kind of good. Taking that one fully down with the outpost is good. One hacker there gets run over. Oh, another one gets run over. Gats are wrongly targeting this bunker when they should be shooting all of this stuff. Artillery now coming in. I think Ganja's taking too much damage, to be honest. He's against double the support powers. He's against so many MiGs. He's not making any minigunners, so the MiGs just have free reign to pick off whatever they can. So I think this is GG. I don't think I've seen a single minigunner, have I? Have we even seen one minigun at all game? Probably at the beginning. I think maybe we saw one. Ganja at this point is wasting time. Kashak comes in on the CC. Oh, he's finding the hackers with a Lotus. Makes come in again. Taking out the power in the barracks. AntiPro already is level 5. Cop, it takes out the only market remaining there. Yeah, Ganja really is wasting time at this point. He needs to just quit out. Yo, Pablo, welcome to the chat. How was my 3-star kebab the other night? It's pretty bad, actually. And also, I don't recommend eating so close to bedtime as well. I always eat it and then go to bed, and then I can't really sleep properly. I feel like my heart beats louder and faster when you've eaten. There's all the blood sent to your stomach trying to digest your food. And then I just think about my heart beating. Yeah, it was pretty average, to be honest. It was more like they'd got chicken goujons from the shop, from the freezer, deep fried them and put it in a pita bread, and it was not even like a it was not like a proper Turkish kebab or anything like that. So it was pretty bad, but I was hungry though, and it was the only place that was doing food, so there you go. Made me hungry now. GG from Ganja, but he probably should have quit 5 minutes ago, but he stayed anyway. AntiPro and Makaveli have brought it back even, have they? Yes. Is that 3-3? Have I got the scores right here? Yeah. It should be an odd number, shouldn't it? Because they started with the effective decider. Yeah, I'm really surprised. Some of these matchups, the wrong armies are winning. Yeah, the weaker armies won there. Impressive. Who would have thought a 3-star kebab would be in wise, says Cap Bon. I know. I know. Top left, we've got Dan Arm, aka Danny, with the orange China nuke. Down in the bottom left, we've got Wild Ganja with the China tank with the green color. Up in the top right, we got AntiPro with the purple China infantry, and up in the top middle, we've got Makaveli with the jelly vanilla in the red. 9ECM3 says, it's the carbs. You aren't supposed to eat a lot of carbs and then lie down. Yeah, I knew there's something wrong with it. I think you're not supposed to eat like 2 hours before bedtime in general, I think, regardless of carbs, but you're probably right. Zaid says you should try an Iraqi kebab. It's way better than any other kebab. I like any kebab from most places, to be honest, apart from a 3-star one from the UK. A proper Turkish one, or like there's like loads of Lebanese shops in London that do like shawarma style. Stuff like that. Yeah, kebab is decent. Yeah, we're at 3-3 all of a sudden, which I am a little bit amazed by. AntiPro here going for a Helix. Wild Ganja not going for MiGs as well. He's going for an Outpost and a GAT as his first units. There's actually a Helix being prepared by Danny. Some interesting strats, interesting stuff going on. This Outpost might have seen the Helix. I don't think so. I think it was probably just on the edge, but that Outpost does have a big vision. But this Helix already going across the map, and I think we'll just wreck the nuke. I mean, what's the nuke going to do about it? His Helix is not going to be able to fight the infit Helix. This Outpost is going to get in and kill one dozer there of AntiPro, I think. Yeah, it does. Helix is now in the base, and the nuke's probably going to get hunted. There is a gap from tank on the way. He's hunted the nuke on a 99% war factory and evac'd it, so he doesn't lose it, and now killing the airfield. The truck is coming, though. No. Oh, no. Your whole focus should have been there, honestly. Because that was massive. All you needed to do was just leave. Even if you didn't touch the tank hunters, if you just left them and didn't click on that, clicked on just let them shoot the truck, they would have survived and done better than that. That's a shame. His whole focus needed to be there, honestly. Just forget what's going on in your base. What was he doing? He's moving his dozer. There's actually a licks coming from Dan. He's actually going to hunt the inf here. So he's both the nuke and the inf are both hunted. Okay. Very interesting. I did not expect this stuff going on. AntiPro has beaconed the airfield. Makaveli will need to finish that airfield. It's probably going to get repaired though by the tank, but currently he's not sending a dozer over there to repair it. He's just going mass helixes. One helix has gone down there, actually. He must have some quads in there, at least a few. But he is moving in on this upper position. The GLA is just hoping to camp this out. He does have 2 quads. Inflix goes down, but he has evac'd his stuff. But Ganja doing a good job of clearing that up. I swear, it looks like to me the weaker team are going to win. The weaker armies are going to win. He's got a Gatlix here. He could try and shoot that down. Trying to get it, but it's still moving at full speed. It could TNT the airfield, and it has not been repaired by Ganja. It's a mistake from Ganja, a big mistake. And no mines on it as well on your last key building is a big mistake as well. But all the GLA has to do now is camp it out. The GLA Inf just need to camp it out because the nuke is screwed. Could give all his money to the tank though, but we're actually seeing Emperors here from Ganja. think the top team could camp it out now. They've got the oils as well. Makaveli's got the oils. He's spawning a load of tank hunters now. Ganja. Oh, Ganja. Says AntiPro. AntiPro and Makaveli are going to push this back now. That troop crawler's actually got tank hunters inside of it. Bunch of helixes here for Danom flying around. Mix for AntiPro, going to go on top of these on top of the helixes. Does not have napalm though, and loses 3 MiGs out of 4. Helix is now going to go fly back, but there's a load of stingers being dropped down by Makaveli, so Makaveli just needs to literally go into auto defense mode now, just needs to camp it out. Stinger. Just camp it out. The nuke is the one with the cash, so Danny will probably want to think about surrendering. I think GG. Let Ganja try and fight it out. He does have a lot of helixes. Could land them on his own airfield. I think the fact that Ganja didn't go and repair his mate's airfield and there was no mines in the airfield was a huge mistake. So yes, Ganja against 2 at the moment, but he does have a ton of cash and a ton of helixes. Tech RPG tries to come in from Makaveli, does not achieve anything though. There are 2 dozers still in play for Ganja. He's heavily focused on that dozer. I mean, they were late anyway. He lost 1 MiG for it, but there was a second dozer anyway. Bit weird. I think they thought they'd killed 1 dozer already, but they hadn't. So I think bad communication there, to be honest. Or bad memory that they thought maybe they killed 1. I think Ganja's going single file into a bunch of outposts, not the right thing to do. A bunch of MiGs come in. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, he could have killed 4 outposts there, but he only killed 3. So a bit overkill again. But there's a bunch of quads pushing in the top here from Makaveli. And Ganja all of a sudden is under a lot of pressure. This is looking like the comeback from Makaveli and AntiPro. I think we now finally have a finals on our hand. AntiPro and Makaveli had won the last 4 in a row after losing the first 3. Ganja's up against it at the moment. Makaveli's on 2 oils still. It's on the Palace. First market is coming. He's got some highly vetted quads here as well. These cats are getting shredded. Single file again into an army of strong quads. And I think Ganja has lost this one as well. He's still flying around with the helixes. But not for long though. It's only a few quads out, considering how many helixes have been flying around for a while. But either way though, the helixes are all going down, and this is it for Ganja, I think. Artillery coming in probably on this market, maybe. Oh, he's on the war factory at the end. But he's losing massive chunks of his base here. Mine's coming handy there a little bit. One quad gone down, one extremely low. And there is an influx on top of Ganja's MiGs. This is exactly what should have happened in the reverse before. And Ganja's losing all of his key stuff. He lost a load of MiGs. Lost his prop, losing both dozers. That CC is low as well. They could target it. And then the Helix evacs in the middle of the oils. And both the oils are going down. So yeah, Ganja's lost this one. Pretty amazing, really. Makaveli and AntiPro are doing here. Mine drop comes in handy there for Ganja. 2 battle buses actually get hull moded. AntiPro's trying to force fire the mines to clear it. But I think Ganja's just wasting time, you know. 3 inflixes being prepared. Makaveli, oh, he has popped here and loses a bunch of quads there to the mix. AntiPro is low power, by the way. But Ganja has a problem. He's going to get hunted now because he hasn't built a new dozer and his CC was already low. So he's lost his CC, he's lost his dozerless now. Now you can't win. Surely you can't win this. Yeah, he's losing every battle. He's going to lose this one. It's right bringing them ACMs, but all the Gats have already died. The Scorpion's there to reinforce things. Makaveli's on another 2 battle buses there, building markets. Ganja is just delaying the inevitable here before he dies. Oh, AntiPro does have power. Did I say he doesn't have power? Oh, he didn't. GG from all players. And AntiPro and Makaveli take the lead for the first time. 4-3 after being 3-0 down. Very, very impressive. Okay, they're going to get their armies go in and out. Okay, nuke and air for Danny and Ganja. Makaveli deciding what army he was currently. Okay, tank and tox against nuke and air. I mean, you can do all kinds of rushes on this map. So just throw normal balance out a little bit. Like tank can easily start spamming flamers all over the place, and you can't have enough tox tunnels in place. But nuke and air. I think the nuke should spam Battle Masters in this matchup. For the nuke, should just spam Battle Masters, protect his mate, which is air. And the air could probably just... I could probably just make Vs here. I don't think you're going to make wraps against the tank. I think, yeah, it's quite straightforward to them. I think the top team have to be aggressive and have to get the kill quick. But I think it's fairly okay. I think it's winnable both ways. On this close map, if you're getting like an aggressive tunnel here, start putting on the pressure. If he gets a load of units out quick, he can quickly overwhelm the air. Like this supply is really easy to camp. Just put one gat like there or anywhere here. That supply is under pressure. So yeah, down in the south, we've got Ganja on one supply currently as the nuke here. Down in the bottom left, or the left side, got Danny or Dan on with the USA Air Force in the orange. And up in the top middle, we have AntiPro with a China tank. 2 supplies, 2 war factories for him. And then over here for Makaveli, dropping down an early stinger here as the tox. Is yeah, it is tox. That supply isn't that supply crate is in a weird spot. Is it normally there? Interesting supply placement there. Pretty sure it's not boxed anyway. A Battle Master can still get around the back, I'm pretty sure. There's a worker straight down the middle there. And he's going to find the war factory and barracks here for Dan Arm. Firebase being placed down here. Battlemaster straight in the supply line, and a V brought here as well, so straight away Makaveli's economy is not going to be great, because that Stinger's expensive as well, 900 compared to 800 for a tunnel. And lost every single worker there. And probably will lose all of these workers as well, because there's no tunnel or anything here. And this Battlemaster's just going to go straight in. But there's a bunch of gats being produced here by AntiPro. The Battlemasters are here to save the day. Makaveli's lost every single worker so far. And about to lose more. One dose there of AntiPro going down. But there are a decent amount of Vs out. Well, one V's already gone down, but there's 2 more. Looking pretty full-ish. And the left team here are kind of dominating the Workers still not collecting. Only 2 workers collecting here, and there's another Battle Master going to get in the supply line again. Yeah, Tox is in full recovery mode. Just stop these Battle Masters getting in the supply line. That's basically his mission at the moment. I think that maybe this box could have been a little bit better. Actually, he could have done a watertight box there, really. Tentacles now coming in on top of the Vs. Nice micro so far from Dan Arm. All of the Vs still intact. This Battle Master going to go down. GG from Makaveli. His economy is just not good enough. He's got Battle Masters in both supply lines, and that's it. GG. Yeah, I do prefer the nuke and air here. Massively prefer nuke and air. I think an aggressive few terrorists from the Tox straight into the supply line and kill some trucks might be good. I think Tox should be doing a better box on his main, at least. Okay, you might not be able to stop on the second one, but on the main. Tank maybe want to open with a few outposts in the beginning and then transition to Gats. Yeah, you got to keep the pressure on the nuke. Because as soon as them Battle Masters get free reign and start getting the supply lines, it's just like you just click in the supply line and then explode. Kills all the workers. Becomes very, very difficult. I think the way to keep the pressure on the nuke actually is to drop down the barracks first. And straight away just wipe out a load of terrorists at the nuke. Keep his first few Battle Masters chasing those terrorists. And then maybe follow it up with the forward tunnel as well. Keep the pressure on the nuke. But up in the top right, we have Ganja with the green Tox. Up in the top middle, we've got Dan Arm, or Danny Boy, as AntiPro just called him, with the China tank in the orange. Top left, we've got AntiPro, keeping his CC. Don't know about keeping his CC here. Looks like a combat Chinook. Either a combat Chinook or a very poor no eco. Yeah, he's doing pretty much a no eco. Oh, he's still in the CC now. Okay, he must have scanned late. Okay, so he's doing a no eco on the tank. Yeah, this is what I think you should be doing actually. Although these terrorists are late. Yeah, that's good. That's what you should be doing. Shutting down the nuke early. And Ganja is going to wreck Makaveli here, it looks like. A terrorist died there to the Tox. Nice. Nice play there from Ganja. That's exactly what I just said. Drop down a tunnel and send a few terrorists. I personally would have clicked it in the supply line, but actually thinking about it and seeing how successful this has been, That war factory, oh my god, has gone down already. And Makaveli's already in a world of trouble here. Dan Arm just needs to hold now against this no eco. Ganja's just wrecking Makaveli's base here. No eco having some quite good success so far. Tech RPG gets brought in. AntiPro neglecting on one Chinook. Interesting. So yeah, this no eco is kind of wrecking Dan Arm. Bunch of tentacles getting brought in by Ganja. They can somehow stop this no eco. They're still in with a chance. But he's moved this Chinook out of the way for now. What was he scared of then? There was no gat there, was there? I think he's scared. Is he scared of that outpost? Don't need to be scared of that outpost though. Thick RPGs come in though, and both these get taken down. Ganja in with a wild place. Wild Ganja. And yeah, both these get taken down, and he's not collecting. Where the hell is that Chinook going, man? Oh, he's picking up his dozer. Why is he only collecting on one Chinook in the first place, though? That's what I'm confused about. Maybe did he lose them both early on? Yeah, to maybe Gat's pressure like this? Potentially. Makaveli's now dropped down a Gatling cannon to defend his base. Pushing with a load of Battlemasters straight through the middle. It's going to be Ganja basically against two now because Makaveli's starting this Battlemaster spam. He secured his base after that bad start. Yeah, even just 1v here is going to be annoying. AntiPro not bringing his Chinook back yet. He don't want to be bringing it back, getting it ready. Tech RPG comes in, gets one shot on the ambulance. Yeah, that gets taken out. Dan not hunted. It's rebuilt a second supply. Makaveli's continuing the Battlemaster spam. I like this. Not taking up too early. Keep at the Battlemaster spam. Takes down some terrorists. There's no workers here really. And what the hell are all these workers doing? This is what happens when you do weird boxes like this. Ganja's economy, man. Look at these workers. What the hell are they doing? It's not even a proper box anyway. Why would you do it? It's not a proper box anyway. You're not. No point doing it. Just leave it completely open. Look at those workers, man. That's a serious problem with Zero. Seriously. There's so much area to collect from there. Battlemaster's continuing the pressure here. That's War Factory does need selling, but it gets detonated by Battlemaster with the TNT planted on it. Super Tech now out for Ganja. Going to be helpful for clearing up these Battlemasters. Loses a little bit of HP on it. Them workers, man. He's not collecting at all from here. Gonna lose his Super Tech, or loses one of them. He's got another one apparently. Battlemasters are getting cleared up. Ganja's got a super low worker. No one is quite dead yet. Although Dan Arm and AntiPro have taken massive damage, they're not actually dead. AntiPro now making an airfield. TNT Battlemaster just suicides on the mines anyway. Technical coming in. It's a super tech. It is the super tech. Ganja is back collecting, but these work is still going around. Battlemaster's get cleared up. AntiPro looking like he's going for the oils. Only going for one so far. Worth getting a Chinook and dropping the other one, I think. We're on Overlords now for the nuke. There is a Helix out though for Dan. This is quite a close game so far. But this Helix could easily wreck the nuke here. One Dozer going to go down. Is he? Oh, is a King Raptor out though? Perfect time to be getting a King Raptor. And the Lix goes down. Maybe they'd revealed the airfield. Maybe that's how they knew. But that Lix could have wrecked nuke well and truly. But that King Raptor there for AntiPro has saved the day. But there is a gap now on his supply. King Raptors take out the gap. This little army here for Makaveli should be able to clear up the rest. As long as he doesn't get a TNT planted on it. That's a mistake there for Makaveli because he could have had a TNT planted on his Battlemaster. That truck, oh, it is collecting. It's because the mines here are weird. That needs repairing though. Could bring his Dozer over and repair it. AntiPro getting one oil. Battlemaster's going to win there, but only just. Though next fight he'll probably lose it. Ganja's now got a Battlemaster in the supply lines, looking for some kind of a big push though, taking down the Gatling cannon. But now the Overlords are out. He's got all kinds of problems going on. He doesn't have a palace, so he can't snipe him. So I don't know how really he's going to fight these Overlords. And Makaveli's now going to be getting all the XP, although he hunted. Yeah, he's hunted. If he dropped down a CC, he'd have obviously artillery and carpet, and that would really wreck things. But does he even need a CC? Because this army here is really, really deadly. Can Ganja stop that? I don't think so. I think now the game is like kind of stabilizing and the left team are looking solid in terms of the economy. Ganja wants to get an oil, but he's got no capture upgrade. Ganja's getting kicked off the supply. Yeah, I think the stronger armies have won here. The air and the nuke stronger. ECM's coming in for Dan. If he disables a chunk of this army and then Ganja does some kind of a pop, maybe they could clear things. AntiPro currently circling with 3 King Raptors. Stops the oil. Going to capture the other oil for himself now as well. He's going to be on 2 oils as the Air Force, dropping down a strat. King Raptor, I don't know quite what he's doing. Maybe he was looking for that Dozer. There is only one Dozer and he doesn't have the CC. But once he's on that second oil, you have to imagine they're going to close it out here. Ganja looking pretty weak now. GG from Ganja, GG from AntiPro, GG from Makaveli. Dan doesn't quite want to quit yet. He's got all these ECMs. Maybe wants to come in and disable the army. Could do it. He's got enough tank hunters here and enough ECMs to do it. He's losing the ECMs though. Terrorist now coming in. Even though one overlord has gone down, there's still 2 overlords in ECM here. GG from Dan. And that's it. 5-4 is the score to AntiPro and Makaveli. Right, let's see what map they want now. Is Fargo retired? Yeah, he's retired again for another 2 weeks. Yeah, he retires for like 2 weeks and then he comes back. Does it often, to be honest. This is the 982nd retirement. Tournament Island. Okay, I saw a super weapon there. You got to think about killing that fast here. Right, I'm just going to take a quick tour back in 2 seconds. Okay, I'm back. Okay, so up in the north, we have AntiPro on the left side with the purple Gillet Stealth. Over on the right side, we have laser for Makaveli with the red USA laser. Down to the bottom right, we have Dan Arm with the super weapon in the orange. And then down in the bottom left, we have Wild Ganja with GLA Tox in the green. I think this is winnable both ways. I think I would be dropping the USA and then going for a TNT on the USA. On both sides. Dan Arm is preparing a dozer with 3MD drop. Could cause problems here for Makaveli, who has only made a single war factory so far. I think actually doing the drop in front of the war factory would be good. Because since the war factory is not up, you can laser lock the first V and then drop down an EMP. And your EMP will probably kill that, the Chinooks there, and any Vs that come out. Of course, over here is good too. Laser lock instantly there. One of the Chinooks does take a lot of damage. Barracks being dropped down. Behind this is going for the oils. V already making its way over to the barracks. The laser lock is on the V, but I think the V will get around the back. I think I need a missile defender from there and a ranger. Missile defender for that. And the ranger for this stuff. Those are currently not being used, though. It is now a little bit late, but he is getting the oils behind this. Ganja tried a tunnel here in the mid, but it didn't work out. Technical coming through. It's the supply there of Makaveli. And Makaveli is currently not collecting anywhere. TNT comes through on the war factory of Danny. Laser lock comes in, kills the V. Very nicely played there from Dan. And Makaveli's getting wrecked here. Makaveli is getting wrecked. Technical around the back kills the two rangers, gets himself some veterancy. AntiPro keeping up the pressure with the technicals inside of Dan's base. Technical from Ganja there is on it. Another V there falls, and these Chinooks are right under the missile defenders, which are going to laser lock. A little bit of hesitation there about which one to shoot, but does pick the weak one in the end and takes it down. Technicals here from Ganja. They are both going to fall. AntiPro's playing decent, to be fair, keeping up the pressure. Whilst his mate was getting attacked, he is keeping the pressure here in Dan's base. Enlightenment is the goal, saying, good job wrecking Malakar in the last two matches. Do you mean Vivid? And do you mean Marikar? It was Vivid based in the finals, not Marikar. And it's Marikar, not Malakar. To be honest, that initial rush on Makaveli was looking super solid. And Makaveli was taking enormous damage. But all of a sudden now, this is looking vastly different. And AntiPro is actually just outright killing Dan Arm here. Ganja brings in a bunch of technicals though. Clears up all the RPGs. Both players are getting their oils behind this. Ganja just a little bit quicker. Sneaky tunnel here from AntiPro. I think you should move that worker so to not reveal the position of where the tunnel could be. A bunch of technicals now making their way into Makaveli's base. Technical attack here from Ganja. One of the V's goes down. A V brought in here from Dan. Lays lock here on Makaveli. Makaveli not moving his V's out of the way. Chinook's being brought back whilst the missile defenders are still here. This is a mistake, but he's not looking though. He's actually looking inside of his base. AntiPro not supporting his mate. He's actually built an arms dealer in his mate's base. What the hell happened to that? Did he get TNT'd? He's not supporting his mate at all, but he is keeping the pressure on here, but not enough because there's a decent amount of Vs now out for Dan. Another load of tentacles now coming in for Ganja. He's chasing after these Vs and Makaveli, of which both are low. Losses on both sides. I think like probably slightly worse there for Ganja, but this is allowing time for Danny to build up an enormous amount of these. He's probably going to go and try and clear this area first. I think that's the right thing to do. You don't want these tunnels on your base ideally. But yeah, bringing them back. He's obviously double tapped E as a mistake. He should have laser locked that Chinook that was trying to collect. Sneaky tunnel there by AntiPro gets denied. A big drop here coming from Dan Arm. Drop coming in from Dan Arm on top of the only dozer remaining for Makaveli. And he's just deployed Search and Destroy as well, so Search and Destroy is going to go down too. Buggies are already out here for Ganja. One of them does go down there. Tentacle comes in, laser lock, but it's too late. But he has already killed the strat though, so he's only on one war factory, one barracks, one supply. But with the 2 oils, he can just keep spamming the Vs, I think. But there are buggies out now, quite a lot of them for Ganja. TNT coming here through Ganja. That's a really nice TNT. One oil remains there at the top left. Ganja's expanded here to a 3rd supply. Taking Dan Arms. Dan Arm looks to be hunted as well. Didn't necessarily realize that, but he looks to be hunted unless he's got a sneaky Chinook flying around somewhere. But AntiPro's still got this sneaky tunnel, which he hasn't utilized yet at all. He's building a palace now, but he's way behind the tech here of Ganja, who should be getting workers' shoes anytime now. Tentacle now coming in for AntiPro, and it's going to be a counter TNT, it looks like. Is it going to be in the middle? Can TNT in the middle and kill both here? Ooh. Almost does get both. That was almost very nice there from AntiPro, but he's not collecting on any workers over on this left side. And he's got 2 arms dealers. He had to rebuild. I don't know if he had to do that, actually. I don't know if he had to do that, but yeah, he did build that there. I think I still favor the south because I think they've got more Vs out. He's got tow and they've got faster tech. He's not got workers' shoes yet, which is a bit disappointing there from Ganja. But he's got more buggies out. He's got a ton of buggies. But yeah, just the sheer amount of Vs here is just going to wreck Makaveli. Makaveli having a lot of trouble. Some buggies are out here for AntiPro, but one of them instantly goes down. A big pop here. Another buggy falls, but the quad should just get wrecked. And I think that is it for the top team. Pathfinders are now out. That might change things a little bit. These missile defenders are at least going to get sniped. Tunnel there goes down, and one of the arms dealers has to be sold. But this combo here is pretty deadly for Makaveli. Ganja's on this extra third supply. Still not got worker shoes despite having a market, so big mistake there from him, I think, especially being on 3 supplies. Someone in the chat says red is dead. Nice tunnel left from AntiPro, defensive on the oars, but it's actually more this area that's needed support the entire game. AntiPro tried this counter attack, tried killing Orange, but Orange is still in it. He has an insane amount of Vs here from Danny. Their start, the South team's start here was amazing. Laser locked so much stuff, and the TNT that came through is an epic start. And if they just do something similar in the reverse, I think they can win the reverse as well. The top team have got cheaper Vs. You wouldn't think that, though, about the amount of Vs that this guy's got out. GG from Makaveli, GG AntiPro. And the score is tied now 5-5, but it's pretty much the reverses are kind of the same as before, but the difference is you've got a super weapon and a laser. The super weapon can bunker off with an EMP and get Auroras, and you don't want to be against that late game. Then he says, did you see he made 2 supplies? Did he? Did he make 2 supplies on his main, Dan Arm? I didn't see that. Did he make 2 supplies from the beginning? What the hell? Didn't notice that. 5-5, super close grand final so far. Ali Kazrai in the chat says, I have a question. If I'm USA and I somehow capture another USA and steal a dozer and then build a strategy center against search and destroy, would it stack with bombardment? Yes, but there's a specific order you need to do it in. Like, search and destroy has to be last, I believe. So you can do bombardment or hold the line, and then do search and destroy last. You can you can do it. If you do it like hold the line last, search and destroy first, and then hold the line later, one of them doesn't work. You have to do it in a specific order. There's a YouTuber called Jundy made a video on it. But if you just remember, the general rule is search and destroy last. I think you can do bombardment, search and destroy, or hold the line, search and destroy. As long as search and destroy is last, I think that's a general rule you can stick to. Also, if you've got a Lotus or whatever and you capture a strategy center and it's already got a battle plan deployed, you have to change it and then reset it to get the benefit of it. If you just capture it, you don't get it. Okay, down at the bottom left, we've got AntiPro. He is the GLA Tox with the purple this time. Up in the top, we have him against Ganja with the stealth. Currently doing a tunnel here in the middle. I think they're going for something similar. Oh, baby. What is that? Oh, my God. That was one of the riskiest things I've seen. The other dozer is at risk of going down. That is a very risky thing. Well, he did stop it in the end. He's not going to get the other dozer, though. A drop here. Oh, man, he cancelled the War Factory. Danom. That's a pretty bad start there by Danom. Oh, man, that's really bad by Danom. And a TNT for... What the f... I don't even know. That was a TNT, obviously, from Ganja has stopped. That's been stopped, but I'm confused why there was a Tox terrorist there. Oh, man, that's looking GG already. That drop there cancelled the War Factory, killed the dozer, killed one Chinook, and currently has this Chinook not collecting. So that's a very bad start there by Danom. And Ganja currently is going to run into a load of stuff here. I think he's distracting with that one. Coming this one. He could get the hunt here. Oh, why isn't he going for it? Oh my god. He could have killed that dozer if he just evac'd when he was there the first time. He would have killed it. This is looking like GG for the top team. That the start there from Dan on was absolutely horrible. The War Factory getting cancelled and losing a Chinook, and your drop initially didn't go that well as well. I personally wouldn't have even risked it against that because the dozer almost ran forward and killed everything. So yeah, it was kind of a bad drop as well. I think with China's you can make as many props as you want. If you want to make 52 props, I'm pretty sure you can make 52 props. In games I've regularly made a mistake of building 2 props. You can do it against Fargo and still win. Lays Lock here coming in from Dan, but Dan, it's been really bad from the top team, to be honest. There's no other words from it. Ganja's dozer hunt or attempted dozer hunt was really poor. The drop from Danon was poor in his base. The attack from the south team just went amazingly. Technical comes in from Ganja. Only kills 1 worker though. It's not even worth it. Currently Dan cannot collect. Technical's still roaming around. That one's going to go down. It's GG. That was much more strong for the south team than the previous game. Yeah, Dan hasn't even given him power, has he? No, it's not giving him power. Ganja often stays in games that are lost. I think this one is lost. Yeah, just that drop there. That decided the game in my view. Makaveli's doing beacons everywhere. Fast there in the chat says, give Dan a break, he's only been playing a few weeks. Yeah, true. He only installed 0 yesterday, actually. Aurora's now out. Actually, these oils even belong to Makaveli, and he's even collecting from here. This is GG. Ganja should just quit, and they should go next. But yeah, that was really 2 completely different stories, really. The South Army is just dominating both times. This is really heating up to be quite a close final. I did not expect it, honestly. Yeah, Dan Arm only installed it half an hour ago. AntiPro Makaveli now 6-5. They're only 1 away from defeat. Sorry, 1 away from victory. Two away from defeat. See the map. Volcanoe is the next map. Okay, let's see. The armies looking very, very close. Could go either way, but if any imbalanced armies happen, mind you, the weaker armies have won many times here before. Gile Demo, and Inf. Okay, winnable both ways, I think. Anybody's game to win this. Makaveli down in the bottom left. He could do a helix straight across the map. That will make the GLAs spam quads in the beginning. But then again, making them spam quads isn't necessarily a bad thing. They can just make quads anyway. That'd be like a normalish thing to do. You probably want to get like one technical out in the beginning just to do some harassment and stuff. But what will Danny and Ganja do here? This is definitely winnable both ways, you know. Inf's good here against GLA, counterbalanced. Demo can hold its own and maybe do some cool TNT in the beginning, then get his oils or something like that. Okay, down at the bottom right, we've got AntiPro with the purple GLA Demolition. Up in the top right, we've got GLA Vanilla for... Oh, wait, have I got the spots wrong? Oh, yeah, I thought it was left versus right, but it's not. Okay, so we'll introduce the South team first. Demo for AntiPro. Makaveli with the China Inf in the red. Up in the top left, we have Ganja with the green GLA Vanilla. And up in the top right, we've got the orange GLA Vanilla for Danny. Is the infantry going to make a helix? Looking like he's keeping his CC. Is that going to be overly passive? I mean, as infantry, you can still... Oh, he's going for elix. Okay. He's going for elix and a dozer rush. Lack of a tunnel here from Ganja. That is a very late tunnel. He's sending a terrorist there, though, so he might still stop the truck rush. Oh, man. He has seen it. Okay, he's seen it. Needs to think about this tunnel, though, because if the detonation happens near the tunnel, why isn't the terrorist walking backwards? Oh, my God. Oh, no. Tunnel. Why? Why would the truck turn back? Just go around there. It was a few guaranteed kills, or at least severely delayed mining. This is nice from Makaveli, because he's going to bunker it off. He's kept his CC. And got in there, and he's going to follow up with licks, but it's going to be very slow though because he's dropping down all this stuff and he's not sold his CC. So yeah, it's going to be slow. Let's just make him mix. It's going to be a helix, isn't it? It's going to be a very slow helix. Danny is going for a fast oil, but AntiPro is already on top of it with the technical deny here. Tech RPG from Danny, and that's a bad start there from Danny. AntiPro is actually on a third supply already. No front tunnel yet for him, though. Technical coming through for Ganja, and his terrorist gets bugged. Oh, and it doesn't hit. Game changer. Game changer. He is killing some workers, though. That is a game changer. His terrorist got bugged, man. But you need to be more on top of it. If it gets bugged, you need to keep clicking it or force fire the ground or something. So a micro comes into it. Oh, technical tries to get the RPGs, but doesn't. Helix is out. And have I even seen one quad? Ganja is on some quads. Helix is actually going back. He's actually revealed himself and then going back. Why is he doing that? Why would you reveal yourself and then head back? But maybe it's not full. Now he's revealed himself. Now the quads are going to start to make an appearance. This oil is now getting captured. Ganja's now on a third supply. AntiPro is beaconed an RPG hidden behind the supply. Danny is getting himself also a third supply here. I think he could drop down a more forward tunnel, but where is that Helix currently? It's actually just going back and repairing. I don't know about this from Makaveli, you know, it's a little bit weird. You're either going for a Helix rush or you're not. That's because now the GLAs are going to have loads of quads and the Helix is going to be more and more useless as the game goes on. Don't know about wasting your RPGs here against this. There is a demo trap here for AntiPro. Oh, he knows it though. He's brought a radar van. They could push here. Not sure how much AntiPro has got. He pops a load of scorpions. Well, actually 2 scorpions, mainly RPGs. Not a very good pop, really. Where's that Lix, though? Lix is coming. It's actually heading into the base of Danny. A few quads do pop. They have found the Lix. It's from actually Ganja. There is a Stinger here as well. And the Helix flies straight into the Stinger. Quad goes down, though. Ooh, there's another quad pops here from Danny, and the Helix goes down. That's why I thought it was a bit weird, you know. The Scorpions here for AntiPro are wrecking now. And these demo traps are well placed. You're going to need a radar van, but did the radar van just go down? I'm not sure, but they are creeping forward here on this right-hand side. On the left-hand side, AntiPro wants to push forward here, but I think Ganja could have pushed forward and taken this earlier, you know. He's spending all of his cast, Ganja. They're trying to attack here on the right side. It's probably one of the worst places you could attack, though, because of these demo traps and this massive amount of scorpions. Just making quads and RPGs. I suppose you've got to make quads, haven't you? Because that Lick's flying around. And for the outpost as well. But there's a large number of scorpions there for AntiPro. And they're trying to take down that oil. That will be good. They should be denying this, though. There's no reason why Ganja couldn't have pushed forward and just have a more forward tunnel there and also captured that artillery platform. Danny has 2 oils here, and they've killed that oil here. Makaveli lacking a bit this game. Like that slow Helix has had no impact on the game very much, has it? No key impacts. Bit of a pop here from AntiPro to try and defend this. He will hold it, I think. He might lose that tunnel, though. Which means there's a few scorpions there trapped out of the tunnel. Needs to go back all the way here. But they have stopped that supply at least. And looks like he wants to long distance collect from here as well. So that's good. Top team looking strong. Top team looking solid. Ever so closer to a decider. Would like a stealth tunnel from someone in the middle if in case there's another Helix. But yeah, Makaveli just seems a bit low impact this game. He's killed the least with 386 XP. But it's all pretty much from that one push he did earlier. That Helix. Okay, massive push now from the top team, Dan, Arm, and Ganja. But there are loads. Well, there's not loads of demo traps. There's 2 demo traps. It's a manual one and kills 5 units, 5 vehicles. That's pretty decent. AntiPro is getting the junk repair upgrade. Which one has he got? See, oh no, maybe he didn't have it. I thought all his vehicles were repairing them. Maybe he's just getting the speaker tower bonus for a second. Or maybe it was the aftermath of when you evac from the tunnel. Jack Harrison with a fun fact about a 3 worker. Put a pilot on a bike and then swap it for the worker. Very nice. There is a Super Lotus here from Makaveli. Not sure too much what he can do. This artillery platform is going to be annoying. AntiPro is already on a battle bus. Top team making 3 markets. Okay. His palace is quite exposed though, so if they do lose this area, he loses his palace. I'd never really like exposed palaces like that. Because if they do lose this area now, lose that palace is massive. Outpost battle bus. Subliminal meshing as well from Makaveli here. Instead, they're going to attack on the left side. Kills this one outpost. Are they just going to sack off this right side? They can't fight it. They're going to lose that palace though, surely. Maybe get an angry mob or something. Ideally, maybe a few angry mobs, couple of buggies, Jean and Kel. Okay, market spam was already started for the top team. They've got about 5-6 markets either making or already built. But that palace, I mean, combined with a strong ground army, maybe they can hold it. It needs to get it started repaired now. The buggies are already going to chip away at it. There's only 1 buggy though, I suppose. So if they can hold that position, it does become pretty tough if they have a massive ground army as well. But yeah, that army there for the south team did look a bit scary. Here comes the demo bikes though, and that could hit the palace. I think it might take it down, especially if he starts evacing him and stuff. I think if they just ram into it in the normal way, I don't think it will go down to just 4 demo bikes, but actually maybe with the buggies it will. Yo, Andres Mora, thank you for becoming a member on the channel. Massive shout out to you. Demo bikes, ooh, do take it low enough so the buggies are able to finish it. So yeah, it needs to drop down another palace now in order to make buggies to combat this. The trucks here for Makaveli are actually long distance collecting here on this left side. He's also got that repair. What's it called? Repair bay? Yeah, repair bay. Tech repair bay. Yeah. Shout out to you, Andres. Nice little badge you got there. Okay, Meg's going through, but that's a... Whoa. Okay, he didn't lose everything, and Makaveli didn't have napalm. He lost all his buggies, though, I think. Whatever buggies he did have in it. I think he needs more units now rather than black markets. Needs to kind of hold this, but they're currently losing the right side and under pressure on the left. So yeah, South team looking strong. They might be able to close it out here. Maybe it's looking at a 7-5 scoreline. AntiPro looking solid with this GLA here. This is a completely different AntiPro to the one we saw earlier on in like Coastline World. Do you remember? This is beast level GLA compared to what we saw in Coastline World. Yeah, he's only on Scorpions now, Danny. Danny's got 10k, man. What the hell is he doing? Oh, Demerable ambush. Kills a load of Scorpions. He needs to drop down a 3rd arms dealer and just spam loads of buggies now. He needs to hold this. He's got cheaper buggies as the GLA Vanilla against the demo. But also Makaveli on the left side is actually just pushing into Ganja. I think this is it. I think Makaveli and AntiPro have done it despite this kind of bad start here by Makaveli. It was a very low impact start. It's a very slow Helix keeping CC build. AntiPro continues the push here on the right side. Is making primarily Scorpions with buggies for RPGs in here. Jom and Kel as well. Continuing the push, but they're also losing the left side. So Ganja cannot help currently. But Danny's had like best part of 10k for a while and losing the ground battle. Why is he not dropping down another arms dealer? Scrap this market, another arms dealer, loads of buggies out. That's how you're going to combat this now. Oh, he's floating 11k now. What is he doing? Oh, man. Okay, his secondary palace is going to go down. Ganja is somehow holding the left side. AntiPro is expanded here. Still on double arms dealer production, spending all of his money. And on markets. Danny's still floating 10k though. Spent a little bit of cash now. Top team did start their market spam early, so then again, actually the infantry is making hackers now too. Top team have an oil advantage and probably have a market count advantage too, so if they can hold, could make something work. AntiPro now still dropping down more markets. Oil has finally gone down there. It looks like to a bunch of outposts. Yeah, Makaveli's ground army at the moment lacking a bit because he's investing a lot into hackers now, spreading them around. But AntiPro's army on the right is looking like a beast. Oh! Did you see that? That's one of the best bomb trucks hit I've probably ever seen. The impact that had at this stage in the game, it just annihilated like what? Between 8 to 10 of AntiPro's units? What an epic bomb truck. He finally spent some of that cash and actually got a mega kill with it. That might actually completely turn the right side here, because now they've got the buggy count advantage and I think he's got the market count advantage. That is crazy. What a bomb truck was that? Might have to rewind that and watch it after 13 minutes about that happened. Okay, one mid goes down, but it's taking out one of the markets here. Ganja is definitely struggling on the left side against the Inf. Remember, Demorable Ambush got to be probably less than a minute away, probably for AntiPro. Bit of an even trade-off there in terms of the buggies. Is this the time now for a Scud Storm for the South team? Maybe. Okay, whoa. Bit of bad communication there, but either way, the buggies are all dead. Still not impossible for either team. It's still very winnable either way. But the South team are collecting from here. And from here, although there's only one crate left, and the top team were collecting from it for a while. Yeah, Demorable Ambush has been used, obviously, just recently, so maybe want to make something happen now. Angry Mob. If that guy's tucked behind there, actually... Oh, he's going to kill a load of his own trucks. Oh, man. Overkill for that Angry Mob. 2 MiGs would have killed it. So AntiPro still having... Sorry, Makaveli still having good success with these MiGs. MiGs are very strong on Volcanoe. It is true. Skidstorm finally been dropped down by AntiPro. He's got quite a lot of markets. It looks like his base is massive, but a load of that is workers, actually. Still collecting from here, only with a few workers. If we do a market count, Danny's on like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Whereas AntiPro's on 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Oh, it's bang even on the right side. But AntiPro's collecting from there. And Dan Arm has a oil advantage. Whereas Makaveli has an oil advantage over here against Ganja. Yeah, these MiGs are getting some free hits, and Ganja is losing a lot of ground. He's pushed right back here. AntiPro doing really good with the buggies, but then when the MiGs come in to wreck the buggies of the enemy team, and it just becomes hard for Ganja and Danny. The MiGs flying around picking off the buggies is annoying because you can never get that decent buggy count up, and as soon as you've got the advantage, the MiGs just come in and just reset it. Okay, load of MiGs coming through now. There's going to be a 2 Scud Storm advantage for the South team. I think they're going to do it, to be honest. I can't see Ganja doing anything at the moment. He's making some buggies here on the right side. The MiGs have just been used. This is a chance to get something done. He did detonate himself eventually there, but only killed 1 buggy. That's not worth it there for AntiPro. He's building another Scud Storm. He's going to have 3 Scud Storms. Yeah, the top team. No super weapons in sight. 1 being dropped down now. But it's the MiGs and the buggies are just super deadly. Any long range units you get, we need an amazing pop on these MiGs. That's what you need. Like from there now. Yeah, it's exactly what you need. You can't just let them fly around for free. That's why I was saying earlier a stealth tunnel in the middle might be good. So when those MiGs are flying around in the middle, you can just pop from there. You need to take out their MiGs. And once those MiGs are down, then you can win the buggy war. Battle bus now coming through, but AntiPro is already on the retreat. Here comes an Ampherex bomb. AntiPro level 5. Makaveli also level 5. It's looking very, very tough for the top team. The buggies all do escape. Only 1 worker there goes down. Yo, guessed it. I'm glad you enjoyed it yesterday. That stream was epic. One of the most enjoyable and longest 0-hour sessions we ever did. Still counting my cash from yesterday. It was nice, man. I think someone worked out because it was an 8-hour stream, so like $68 an hour. That's what the earnings worked out at. And the prize money. The South team are just continually chipping away. They're gaining ground. The oils are even. That quad is going crazy, man. Look at the cash that's in it. Does eventually go down, and the ground army here for Makaveli is getting eaten up. But there's going to be 3 Scuds to fire soon from AntiPro, and they're all going to fire before the top team has a chance to fire anything back. And that's demo Scuds, by the way, which are more powerful. So can't a demo Scud one shot another Scud? At least it leaves it down to the hole. Can't remember, to be honest. I think it at least puts it down to the hole, doesn't it? Don't know if it outright kills it, but puts it down to the hole. Yeah, still anything can happen. Mismatch, DC, something like that. It's certainly looking... certainly looking very solid for the South team. I just saw Exile mention nobody matches Rage's battleship troll. was legendary, to be fair. Historic moment. Buggy's coming again. Sorry, yeah, Buggy's coming again, but the MiGs are on top of it straight away. Palace almost went down. Sneak attack gets shut down. 4 scuds now up for AntiPro. He will fire 3, and then the other team will be able to fire 1 back. Ganja's dropping down the scud up here. A good sneak attack on the Inf. Could be good. Ooh, that's juicy. That's the best thing we've seen from Ganja in a while. Kills the oil there. Maybe a little bit late. Maybe it could have been sooner. But as long as he gets it, that's decent. Because they have an oil advantage. Yeah, they do. Yeah, oil advantage. But is it going to be enough to win in the game? Is it going to be enough? There's 5 Scud Storms out now for AntiPro. This is a completely different AntiPro to in the beginning. Maybe he just took a while to get himself warmed up or something. Interestingly, AntiPro basically hosted this tournament and partly sponsored it. And it looks like he's going to win his own tournament. Does he pay himself? Artillery coming in from Makaveli on Ganja's base. Takes out about 5k's worth of stuff, 1 market, and the arms dealer. Could have been a fake arms dealer though, but I don't think it was. 6 Scud Storms out now for AntiPro. And one of the Scuds fires. This is the beginning of the end. Well, it was already the beginning of the end, really. There it is. It was already kind of over, I think, but this is just making it extremely difficult. Where is this Scud going? Yeah, we'll see now. Okay, he takes it down to the hole by itself. Doesn't completely kill it. Okay, right team looking like they want to put on the pressure now, but the MiGs are still around. Another Scud is fired here by AntiPro. Where did it go? Here we go. GG by Danny. GG's. Ah, man, that is not what I expected. I did not expect this to go super close, and I did not expect Makaveli and AntiPro to get this win, but they have done it. Absolutely phenomenal. I swear, though, once AntiPro's got warmed up, he's a completely different GLA to what we saw in the beginning. Remember the first game, Fallen Empire, that was over in like 3 minutes. And then do you remember Coastline World? Quickly went 3-0 to the top team. But then the AntiPro and Makaveli have brought it back to what looks like 7-5. Really, really impressive. Makaveli coming in with 20 million MiGs. What is he going to hit? He's going to hit the Palace. A little bit brave flying over all that stuff, but maybe he knows Ganja has popped on the right. Ganja's going to try and fight this out, but this is over, man. Did I hear another Scud fire then? Don't know. No, I don't think I did. And Frax Bomb coming in. But yeah, Ganja's got to fight on multiple fronts now. Needs attention on multiple fronts. And Frax Bomb comes in. This has been an epic final game, to be fair. Ganja's losing on both fronts. When you've already probably been reduced to 30% of the map or 20% of the map, not the position you want to be in. Everyone's floating quite a lot of cash now. Ganja floating 18k actually. Another Scud, I think. Yep. Makaveli says Ganja.
Get me in close.
Makaveli says Ganja, here is your master. Yeah, Ganja has been outplayed. Like, the build order here from Makaveli was not strong at all. And yeah, somehow the top team still kind of struggled here. I mean, Danny was floating like 10k for a long while. GG's, well played. Congratulations, Makaveli and AntiPro, they do it. Yeah, way against my prediction. And they started 3-0 down and then brought it back to 7-5. So yeah, congratulations, GG, well played. AntiPro and Makaveli win. Let's just have a look at the prize split. First place $250, so they will split it $125 each. Second place gets $140, so they will get $70 each. There is a third place match to be played, which is between XCal and Jimmy Bangfrog against Vector and Moon Knight. Vector is dense, in case you're wondering. But yeah, GG's, congratulations there to AntiPro and Makaveli in the Master and Apprentice. Edition number 3. And on that note, I think I'm going to head off and get some food. And go to sleep. But yeah, Ganja and Danom here were just not able to get the job done in the end after a 3-0 start. Maybe they just had some matchups they weren't that strong with or something. Or maybe did they take the foot off the gas a little bit after going 3-0 up, or did the Makaveli AntiPro just need a bit of time to get going? Because AntiPro definitely got stronger as that set went on. That GLA in the end there was super strong. So yeah, GG's, well played. I'm going to end the stream there. Thanks for joining, and hopefully you'll be back maybe tomorrow night. So yeah, well played, GG.